If you're looking for exclusive content, please don't look any further than joining the Trap Talk Patreon family. Some of the best reptile keepers in this industry are part of the Trap Talk Patreon family. As soon as you join the Patreon family, you connect to a Discord. You can also tap into an Instagram group chat, connect with some of the most diverse keepers we have in the reptile hobby today. Shout out to my Patreon members and be ready for Trap Fest 2026. It's going to be one of the biggest events yet. Find all information again in the very first link in the description below. And again, thank you so much to all my fellow Patreon members out there. Cheers. Shout out to USARK and all the USARK members. If you don't know what USARK is, do not be ashamed. Simply click on the third link in the description below. Go to usark.org. See what it's all about. See how you could actually protect your own collection whenever legislation might hit your backyard. You just never know. Things are changing constantly in the reptile hobby, and it's good to know when things are creeping up in your area. So shout out to Phil Goss, shout out to Vanessa, shout out to Jeremy, shout out to all the USARK supporters and teammates out there. Cannot wait to see how much we fight this year to keep our animal rights. And if you're not a USARK member, talk to your fellow keepers and just let them know what USARK's all about, and they're here to protect our animal rights. Shout out to USARK and all the USARK supporters.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Trap Talk Reptile Network, coolest reptile network in the world. Episode 736, new breed of the block, AAA Reptiles. Greg Levato in the building tonight. What is good, everyone? I'm your boy MJ. This is your first time tapping in. If you're enjoying these episodes, because we don't miss, you get what I'm saying? Just smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell if you're not already. All right. And if you do all those things, you'll be reminded every time there's a new episode released out of the network. And like I said, Jordan and Pippin, aka Big E, Top G, we do not miss. No matter what the weekend gave us, we are here.
Yo, the other day I shared a video of Pip dunking on everybody in their face. That's the difference. That's the difference of the league today. They're just open dunks, man. You know,
damn.
So yeah, he'd be like dunking, like, yeah, mad love.
Holy shit, bro. Another great Monday, bro.
Yeah.
I know you had quite the weekend. Why don't we get to how things went for you this weekend at what show? Where were you at?
Reptilian Nation, West Palm Beach.
Nice.
We did great, man. Saturday started a little slow. There was a fatality on the turnpike northbound.
Yeah.
We started a little slow, and then
shocker. No offense.
The shit blew up. You know, it blew up, and things got good. You know, we had a great show. So,
how was going home and whatnot? Smooth?
Oh, it was good. Yeah, everything was good. Now we got one more next weekend, and then we're off for 4 weeks. So, looking forward to that. I can start focusing on breeding and feeding more. You know.
Yeah, man, because, you know, the weeks don't last that long. You know, next thing you know, it's the weekend, and the way you're grinding, bro, oh, my God, your weekends are all tied up. It's not like you could push things aside and say, well, I'll do this weekend. No, you can't, because you'll be vending. So
probably get to go out on the boat.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guarantee your ass is going to be out in the water knowing you, for sure. Which, dude, oh, man, that's... I don't know. I know that feeling, but to get to do it whenever you want, I can't imagine that. Like, I'm gonna go take the boat out.
I mean, I don't think anyone does anything whenever they want. Yeah, obviously you see.
I know, but when you got it like that, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking that's very inspiring.
Yeah. How was your weekend, bro?
It was good, man. You know, Valentine's Day, you know, did a little something nice for the wife, and then basically got swooped. My Valentine's went to my boys, so Leo and Enzo stole Lily's heart. No, I'm just kidding. She hooked me up with some stuff. But yeah, man, it was great. Had a good time. Got a lot of work done, which was cool. I will say something real personal that I loved is like Leo had my personal trainer came over with his wife and I cooked him dinner. He has 4 girls. And he brought them all over and they just loved Leo, but holy crap, Leo was just like, there was one tomboyish girl out of the group. And she was all over Leo, like tossing him around like a rag doll. And I was like, he needed that. It was great, bro. But it was cool to see him interact and just play with other kids. And again, shout out to my boy Jason, my personal trainer. He's a really, really good friend of mine. And on the note of personal training, listen, we'll get to some important stuff as far as like, this is a reptile podcast, right? But Emilio, you and I do something that makes the reptiles even better. And that's fucking hitting the gym or some sort of like taking care of yourself, right? Because discipline, right? And I think you could get so caught up in the snakes where you don't really care anything but the snakes. You don't care about eating right. You don't care about working out, doing stuff difficult to make your life easier. All that stuff kind of goes away when you're in the world of snakes, bro. Like, honestly, you forget about real life. Like once you get so consumed with this stuff, like you kind of tap away from society. But you got to take care of yourself, bro. And we're going to get to it tonight.
Yeah. We're going to get with Greg and see what, the parallels he sees.
1,000%.
With discipline and grinding and getting the work done and, people giving up, a lot of that stuff. Greg, man, he's working them chameleons. He's got beautiful chameleons. He's got
all that. Bro. Those are not easy to like. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, and that's deep in the DG Clown project. Loves it. He's got some exanthic stuff. He loves cypress. Greg's in it, man. He loves the animals first and foremost, and that's the type of people I love to be around. So.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Greg was somebody a while ago. You were like, you told me he's not ready yet, but he's going to be ready. Was it because weren't we kind of considering who we're going to bring on? And AAA was on that list, but either he said he wasn't ready yet, or you said just wait a little bit longer. Wasn't he a part of that?
I think so. Yeah, he was. There's quite a few where this year we're going to bring new breeders back on. We're going to have recaps and new breeders and. We're going to bring these guys. And then, I tell them, be confident. Look, everyone's in the same ball game, man. Everyone wants to be better or thinks they should be better or thinks they should have made better decisions. Everyone, including the big man at the top,
1,000%.
Everybody, we're all in this together and we're going through the same stuff. So
1,000%. All right, guys, we're going to get to business soon. I do want to remind you guys again, dude, Trap Talk 7 days a week, the only reptile network that gives you new episodes every day of the week. And for anyone out there who prefers audio, please go to all your major audio platforms and you can subscribe to Trap Talk Reptile Network. I put them all out there. So guys, go ballistic. Go back in the day where I very first started 6 years ago. It's all still great content. And again, thank you for all the love and support. Really means a lot. No matter where you listen to any of these episodes, or no matter who your favorite episode is of the week. Thank you so much for coming to this network and showing the support. Really means a lot. Shout out to everybody in the chats. B-Unit family members, the trappers, you guys are all beautiful. Appreciate all the live chat people in the building. You guys are amazing. But shout out to tonight's sponsor, MORPH Market Shipping and MORPH Market. Get your next snake or reptile on MORPH Market. Also, if you're considering plants, aquatics, dude, MORPH Market has it all. And you can simply ship directly from MORPH Market's website, which just makes life so much easier. So, when you do difficult things, you appreciate some easier things to process, like a sale on MORPH Market. You know what I mean? And MORPH Market is just the best in the game, hands down. So shout out to MORPH Market and MORPH Market Shipping. Save yourself tons of money by going through MORPH Market Shipping and get your next MORPH Market supplies all through their website. Again, one-stop shop for all your reptile needs. Thank you so much, MORPH Market and MORPH Market Shipping. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by PRAGUE MORPHS. Devin and Therese over in Europe, killing it on so many different levels. I do have something scheduled here in the near future to bring them back on to give you guys some new updates. So for now, go give them a follow on Instagram. You can also go to their website. Find all their current projects on their website as well. And definitely highly recommend you subscribing to their YouTube channel. So that's PRAGUE MORPHS. Go to the website, find all the link description below. Also, tonight's episode is brought to you by Rare Genetic Inc. Shout out to RGI. Been killing it, leading it when it comes to the shed testing companies. And turn your next ball python, colubrid, boa shed with the best RGI. Dr. Ben, shout out to Sean. But again, big things coming from RGI. Another company that I'm going to be collaborating with here on Trap Talk very soon. So be ready for that. For now, go follow them on Instagram. Also, go to their website for your next shed test and go to their YouTube, staying current on all current events. Thank you so much, RGI. Also, tonight, episode is brought to you by ZooMed, the #1 company for all your reptile supplies. Just under 50 years in business and leading in the reptile industry. Shout out to ZooMed, the entire ZooMed team. Go to their website, check out all their latest products that they have. Simply in the description below, my favorite product being the Slither Sense. So shout out to ZooMed. Looking forward to doing more collaborations here in the future, and the entire ZooMed team. And then also tonight's episode is brought to you by Clutch, #1 ball python organization app in the game. If you're looking to stay ahead and organized and look fresh doing it, Clutch is where it's at. Legit, people look up to, or they respect somebody in this game who's organized with a system like Clutch. I'm telling you right now, man, makes you look ahead of the game. And again, shout out to the entire Clutch team. So many new updates to come out with Clutch. So for now, guys, go check them out on their website. Try them free for 30 days too. Let me know how that goes. And speaking of that, Big E, again, he's not paid to say this. So what do you think of Clutch? What has it been doing for you lately?
Bro, I was using it today. What I do now is I pair animals, put them all in my notes, come to the computer, bam, 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 everything that I paired. Go the next day, check if they're locked, put them in the system. I get to see in the system when everything's been done and what's missing, what needs to be paired, what I'm slipping on. And dog, I'm telling you, bro, I don't see myself working without Clutch in the future. I just do not.
And do you feel some type of way when you log on and you see all that shit? Doesn't it kind of make you feel like, damn,
great.
like,
yeah, it's a
like
great feeling.
Organized. Like you're literally checking all boxes by doing that with Clutch.
Yeah, it's great, man. And again, there's a 30-day trial. Guys, try it. I mean, you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on snakes. You could spend a yearly subscription on Clutch to make your situation better, more organized.
Or simply get a gym membership. You feel me? It is time. Let's go. Episode 736, AAA Reptiles. Very first time we're going to be listening from Greg Levato here on New Breed on the Block. So do what you got to do to get your mind right, and do what you got to do to stay hydrated. Everyone, welcome Greg. Let's go. Choo!
Good.
You ready for do more in the future? Trap Talk podcasts?
Yes.
Man.
Only Trap Talk. Exclusive.
Yes.
Exclusive. Oh.
So stop calling us.
Rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the crop, God love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with the rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with everybody, we do it. Everybody, we do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up with rub the spot, get the club to pop. When I come up.
And we're live, episode 736. What is up, Greg?
What up, guys? What's going on?
Dude, you've been a V-Unit fan favorite coming on tonight. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people out there who are very stoked to have you on the show tonight, and I'm one of them, man. So welcome to the show, dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, guys.
Time out though. I got a little bone to pick with you. I got a little bit of my feelings only because I knew who you were through the V-Unit, and I forgot where I was, but I was with Krista, and I was probably doing a podcast or something, and you went to go say hi to her, and you left, and I was like, who was that? And he's like, oh, that's Greg, the fitness guy. I was like, dude, he didn't say hi to me, and like, I kind of was bummed out that you didn't say hi to me. So I was like,
no. Krista flipped that story. So if she's watching, Krista, all right.
she's on her computer going, dang, what?
Exactly. She's strumming her feelings right now. So here's what happened. We were at Tinley, and I was walking with my daughter, right?
Okay, yeah, right.
And you guys were recording live. And my daughter's the one who recognized you guys. She's like, hey, she's like, you watch them on YouTube, you know? And I was like, yeah, you're right. But you guys were like in your thing. You guys were talking. So we just kept walking. And then I was in the V Unit chat and I sent a picture of you and Krista, right?
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So when
Right.
she
Okay,
was
that's
done
what it
with
was.
you, she was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, like you creep, like, where are you guys? And then I told her, and then she met me. I was over talking by Chad hyperspace. And then she came and met me afterwards. But I wasn't gonna interrupt you while you were doing your
Oh.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all I was getting as I was trying to meet you. I was fucking because I know who you are through the V Unit, and like I said, dude, you're one of the homies. Like people,
Listen,
people fuck
hey,
with
I
you.
wanted to meet you too, but I'm gonna be honest. You're a fucking busy guy, dude. Every time I walked by that area, you were talking to people. So I'm like, I'm gonna let him do his thing, man. You know?
Yeah, but you're the type of homie where you could stop what we're doing and say what up. So next time,
sure.
make sure you
Respect
stop me, say what up, and I want to say a bit. You know, I really have a type of respect for somebody if this man loves that person. And again, Big E's always shown mad respect to you, Greg. You're like one of the Brocks, one of the JDs. You're one of the homies, dude. So this is going to be a great episode because, bro, I want to go back to when you were a part of the list of people to bring on. That was like 6-7 months ago. You didn't have what you have now. All right. So you got some shit cracking, but I don't know your entry into the game. You know, we're going to get to fitness and that being a part of your background, but the ball pythons, when I don't know or have an idea how someone got in the game, I got to ask. So how did it all begin with you?
So you want like how I got into reptiles or how I got into breeding?
How did you get to the point where you want to put a logo behind you and you want to go that far? Like, you know, we're talking like, I get the pet keeping side and everyone started there, but when did it bridge to like, let's make this a fucking brand and let me connect to the hobbyists, you know?
Yes. So to fast track it, like the whole pet side, I started keeping animals when I was 4 years old, right?
Right. Okay. Respect.
Lizards, frogs, turtles, everything, you know, parrots, you name it. I was never allowed to have snakes. My family was like petrified of having snakes. So they let me get anything. They were super cool about that. I had Chinese water dragons, iguanas, you name it, right?
Yeah.
8-foot enclosures of animals that are 4 feet long, yet I couldn't keep a snake, okay? So finally got married. I got rid of all my animals. I had multiple businesses going on. I gave them all to my godson. He's super into it too. He does a lot with, you know, boas and stuff like that. But I gave him everything. I was like, hey, listen, I'm busy. Take care of these animals. They're all yours, whatever. And then finally got married, had kids, and it crossed my mind about starting to buy animals and stuff. But I'm like, dude, I'm so busy. I'm never home really. Like it's just a bad time to do it, right? We moved out of my first house into my second house, and down the street every 2 weeks they have an animal expo. It's an all animal expo, Scott Smith all animal expo, but it's majority reptiles. It's like 90% reptiles. So
Greg, you're in Florida, correct? I'm in
Chicagoland, dude. I'm in St. Charles. I'm about 45 minutes from the city.
Chicago. Oh yeah. Wow. You definitely look more Chicago than you do Florida. It makes sense. All right.
I get that a lot. So so anyways, so I started bringing my kids there, just not even to buy animals, just for the entertainment aspect. Hey, every 2 weeks it's here. Let's go out to breakfast. Let's go take a walk. Let's see the animals. And that's it for entertainment. Yeah. And my oldest daughter at the time, she was 4. She fell in love with ball pythons. Like we were walking past, you know, every reptile you could think of and everything she wanted to do. I have so many pictures of her just holding, you know, 4-foot snakes, 5-foot snakes. And she was obsessed. And my wife was petrified. So she kept asking for a snake. And my wife was like, no, not a chance, not a chance. So finally she kept begging and my wife settled on a crested gecko. So we got her a crested gecko and we're like, hey, listen, you know, you got to take care of it. You got to feed it every day. You got to clean, you got to help out. So at 4 years old, she was helping with that. And then about a couple months later, we finally convinced my wife, because she kept asking for a snake still. We convinced her to do it. My wife said, that's fine, but it's got to stay in the basement. You got to make sure it's in something it can't get out. You know, the whole thing that most wives typically say, right?
Correct.
So I got the one. We went back 2 weeks later to get feeders. And one of the guys that I was originally talked to, I didn't end up purchasing from, his name is Brian, Spencer Serpents. He's probably watching right now. And awesome dude. He's helped me out a lot through this. So like locally, he's definitely my mentor, right? Big E's like the main mentor locally. He's the guy that like anything I've had an issue, he's like, hey, let me come by, let me check it out, you know.
And that kind of mentor is crucial. Like having someone local. Like I got put on by a local before social media. So just anyone
my first assist feeding, everything. He's like, hey man, like want me to come over, want me to send you videos. Like he's very good about all that, you know. But anyway, so I walked past his table, I said hello to him. I've been seeing him now almost every couple of weeks. And he's like, hey man, like your daughter needs a snake, like just making a joke because he knew she loved him, you know. And I was like, oh, we bought one a couple weeks ago. And he's like, all right, like, what are you gonna pair it to? And I've never ever, my entire life, literally since I was a kid, I kept reptiles, but I never thought about breeding, you know. Dude, and it's more so because the setting I was in. My parents only allowed so much, you know. But I used to watch all the Brian Barczyk videos, you know, everything. So I knew about breeding. I just never thought that I could do it. So as I got older and I was in a position I could do it, it didn't even cross my mind, you know?
Yeah.
And I was he's like, so what do you,
go on, I'm sorry.
He's like, what are you going to pair it to? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, you got a male, so what are you going to pair it to, you know? And I'm like, oh, you know, we're not really breeding. Like she just wants a pet and I'm just happy to keep animals again, you know? And he's like, yeah, he's like, but you can do it with her. He's like, I got started. He's like, with my daughters. He's like, same thing. He's like, I kept animals when I was growing up, got out of it. My daughters fell in love. He's like, I went to the store to buy a rabbit. They had no rabbits. My daughter came home with a snake. So he's like, lo and behold, he's like, I do this expo every 2 weeks. He's like, 50% goes towards the business. 50% goes back to the kids. He's like, I've been doing it 10 years now. He's like, it's paying for their college, it's putting money in their banks, whatever. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, you can make that kind of money selling snakes? So I'll be honest. I got in originally with the finance side. I was like, hold on. I could keep animals I like and I can make some fucking money. I was like, hold on. Let's talk about this, you know? So that night I went home. I didn't buy anything from him that day. I've bought a lot from him, but not that day. I went home and I just started deep diving. And I just started, you know, breeding ball python, stuff like that. And I'll be honest, that's
what year was this?
This is 23.
No, it's not even that long ago.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, not that long ago, man. It's almost 3 years ago. So honestly, I was looking up breeding ball pythons. I came across a ton of videos and I came across DG Clown videos and I was like, wow, I need that. And then I started looking up pricing. And at that time they were like, I think it was like 10 grand for a female, 8 grand for a male or something like that. And I was like, shit, dude, like my wife will kill me. Like, you know, I've never bred. So if I tell her I'm buying that as a pet, she's going to freak out. Right. So then I started looking up how to make one. And then I came across a bunch of different videos and it ended up leading me to Trap Talk. It was actually a video from Miguel, Always Evolving Pythons. And he was mentioning a lot about you. And I'm going to be honest. I heard the name Trap Talk and I was like, Trap Talk. I'm like, that sounds pretty fucking badass. I got to be a part of Trap Talk. So I looked up Trap Talk. The name's what sold me, right? Yeah. And looked up Trap Talk. I signed up to your Patreon, looked a little bit in the Discord. I watched the next video. You had Emilio on there. And he was like, you were talking about him being specifically ball python. So I started deep diving on Emilio and then I ended up signing up with the View in it. And the rest is history, man.
Hey, what a time specifically into only ball. Not anymore. Oh, Big E is a little bit more diverse now.
Yeah,
you know what
he's all over the place now, man. He's all over the place.
The growth is on. You can't avoid it. I'm sorry, that's just amazing. But what makes this even more amazing is your story, because God dang it, man! Like I was somebody who I had a snake. You know, my dad went over my mom's head. Which dude's savage. And being married, I'll never do that to my wife, even though I did once. Anyway, so I was like, I went from like having one snake and only wanting more. Like all I wanted was more. I can never get more, right? And then into my 30s when I realized like, and it was a local guy. Somebody came over. I got my very first ball python on Craigslist, then got my second snake on Craigslist. And this guy's like, I'll bring it over to your house. And then he had proven breeder females in his trunk. And he's like, hey, what do you, it's same exact thing. He's like, what are you going to breed that to? And I was like, breed? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, if I got something you want to put that to. I'm like, what? And then he took me to his trunk. He's like, yeah, he's like, this snake isn't ready now, but in about 1 year, if you put this snake with that snake, you'll make crazy stuff. And I was like, I'll make crazy stuff. And he's like, yeah, I'll help you. I was like, you'll help me? And it was just like this whole, like, it's like I got the box open to Pandora's box, bro. Like, it was like, what? And then through him, I was able to just meet other people on social media, like your same story, meeting Big E and myself. Same way, dude. This formula is so common in the game, but it's like, but also, like, man, you could have got fucked easily. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what makes it scary, is like the Spencer guy. It sounds like he's a legit dude, but you got to get a legit dude to give you this advice versus, and again, we can kind of dissect. Well, 2023 was popping, so he wasn't wrong when he said you can make some crazy money, because that was a true thing then. And that it's not true now, but 2023 was like the pinnacle. That was
booming, man. It was booming.
Right before the pop. I think it popped at the end of 2023, right? That's when fucking homie from Fire, whatever, started fucking selling DGs for free and shit, basically.
He ruined me, man. He ruined me.
Oh, he ruined a lot of people. But honestly, that game needed it. It sucks to say. It sucks to say, but that's how everything becomes leveled out.
No,
and so
it brought it back to reality, you know.
It did. As much as it, trust me, that price list, which Big E would share that price list, my stomach would drop. And I'm like, what? And then he would do the stories like, buy this group for $3,000. And I'm like, what? There's like 2 visual DG clowns in that group.
Yeah.
So you're selling them for $1,000 when they were 11,000 last year? It was a real fucking pill to swallow. Go ahead, Big E.
First off, that your story is everyone's story, but what I feel like you did it right, because you went to Trap Talk, you came to the V Unit, you sought out coaching. That you do as well.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, in your industry. Now, 100%. Getting back to DG stuff, bro. And when we first started doing this podcast, MJ, I would say on the pods, yo, if anyone is fully building their collection of DG, oh my God. And I know sometimes you look at me like, or everyone look at me like, fuck this guy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that leads into other topics that people were like, fuck these guys. The truth is just pissing me off right now.
The truth hurts.
I get it. Yeah, but the truth shall set you free. Like you like in many different ways. But shout you the homie Arjun, Robbie, you know, in his DG story where he got smoked. Like he went, or no, I don't know what the story was, but again, like there's many cases of someone buying in high, and then next you know, the year later, it just wasn't the case. So how much were you deep into buying DG by the end of 2023 going into 2024? Where were you at with purchasing then?
Well, the wife's listening, so I'm not going to get into specifics, but
dude,
I'm joking.
Damn.
I'm joking. So
I mean,
to put in a reference for you, I think so. I went against E, right? And I bought some proven females, right? And luckily for me, they went the next year. My males weren't ready yet, so I was able to go next year. I got some males from Levance from Straight Fire. I got a male from Dan from Vision Quest. So I needed time for those anyway. So my females were able to get settled and stuff like that. So I didn't start breeding the females to probably about close to a year after I got them. But I did pick up some double het females, and I think the most expensive double het female I paid was like $27.50 for one. And that's for a double het, you know. So now, I mean, you could get those for pennies on the dollar. So I mean, I got pretty heavy, you know. I think the DG Clown project, I'm probably about, if I had to say off the top of my head, probably about close to $8,000 in. So it's not crazy, but based on to what it is now and what I actually have as far as proven breeders and stuff like that, I mean, it's kind of high, you know, but I'm not worried about it.
We can't sugarcoat. It's a lot of money. Like regardless of
100%.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Compared to where they were when I first saw them, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where hatchlings were going for 8,000, 10,000.
Right. Of course.
To me, I saw that. I'm like, oh, proven breeder. Like, you know, I can start making visuals in no time. Of course, by the time I was at that point, though, the price was just dropping. And now I'm making hatchlings, and you know, they're listed anywhere from $600 to $800, but by the time you actually get offers on it, you sell them for $500 a pop, you know? Yeah. But I'm not worried about it because as I've talked with Emilio, dude, like I'm playing the slow game. I'm not chasing anybody right now. I'm making a lot of hats for this year. I'm going to be my own worst or my own best client.
Greg, you're playing the quality game too, because this is nice shit. Like I want to say, like all the visual DG clown shit you've been posting has been fucking opening my eyes a little bit. So
thank you, man. Thank you.
You got good fucking genes in the mix. I'll tell you that much.
And I'll be honest with you, that's something that, you know, Emilio, Brock, Morphinary Arts, Dan from Vision Quest, that's something that they were telling me is, listen, like, if you're going to buy these animals, like, buy quality animals. I don't, you know, they kind of were against the proven breeder thing, but hey, see what those animals produced, you know, you're a male, make sure it's a good one. That's why I went straight to Levance and I got my male, you know.
Good call.
So I wanted quality, and that's what I got. And I'm going to be honest, man, even that pastel you're showing, I know there's a lot of hate on pastel, and we know that, you know, I'm going to get that into some DG Exanthic stuff. So I don't mind that pastel's in there.
Fire. And what I was saying, we just kind of backhanded Brock right now. We gave him props and I threw this thing up.
Yeah, right. But dude, tell me that animal's not fucking beautiful.
bro.
You know?
It's fire, bro. This is something you don't sell. You just keep it.
No, I held that one back. That one I did not list. That one I took.
Let me get in here real quick. Look, Greg, you took a little bit of risk by getting the proven breeders, but you got them from good people. Yeah, and smart. Your investment, I'd say you pretty much probably paid for it all and made some money. You've hit some amazing animals. You sold some great DG stuff this year. Yeah, on MORPH market. Bro,
and that's my thing. Then between a lot of my animals that I've already sold, I mean, I didn't start selling until late December this year. And I've pretty much already made my entire DG investment back, not just from DG, but from all the animals that I've sold. You know, I've already made that back. And like, see, those are all Cypress Banana Clown combos. You know, they're both females. I'm going to keep them back, and I'm going to get DG into those, you know?
I mean, it looks like there's almost like already a recessive in that, like double recessive. I mean, like these are really nice quality fucking visuals right here, as far as like just being clown.
Yeah.
Like,
so that pairing right there, that was
like this.
That was Fire Cypress Clown male to a Blackhead Enchi Banana Pastel Het Clown.
So that's a Banana Cypress on the very top, I'm assuming.
Yeah, those are banana cypress. Both are banana cypress. The bottom one obviously has pastel in it. I'm pretty sure the top one has blackhead in it. I'm gonna test the bottom one.
I would think so, because that thing looks fucking pretty sick.
It's got the super dark purples. So I'm thinking there's blackhead in that one. I'm gonna test the bottom one, but they're both females. I listed the bottom just because it has pastel in it, and I'm like, all right, if I get what I want for it, I'll sell it and I'll reinvest. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep them both back, and I'm just gonna breed DG into them.
You know that? Did you sex them yet?
They're both females.
Perfect. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh man. Again, both keepers in my book. Just because you can make some insane shit with it.
Yeah.
So what I see here is another example of doing it right. Not chasing, not running into a brick wall, not risking everything.
Thinking for himself.
Yeah, not risking your finances, not risking burning out. You know, and this is the way. And I always tell you that, Greg.
Listen, hey, you're the reason why I'm doing it this way. I'll give you, MJ, straight up. If it wasn't for Emilio, I'd probably be broke and divorced right now. You know,
damn, you saved this dude's marriage.
Dude, when I first got in, dude, I was just buying, and I was buying whether it was recessive, whether it was incomplete dominance. I was just buying animals because my daughters loved them, I loved them, and I was like, hey, I can make future recessive projects with this. I can sell pet level stuff with this. I was just having fun. And he hit me up. He's like, bro, like, listen, I respect that you love this, but I think you spoke some Spanish. I think you said like tranquilo or something like that, you know, like slow down, basically, you know, calm down. And we had a talk, and he was basically like telling me not to chase and play the long game and stuff like that. And you know, it really put a different perspective on things. And sometimes it's hard because you see what everybody else is putting out on social media and you're like, man, like I want to make that. But the last like 6 months, I've really kind of backtracked. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't give a shit what everybody else is making. You know, I'm having fun. I'm building a bond with my daughters. They're learning a ton, not just from the business sense, but just, responsibility in general. You know what I mean? And we're having fun with it. You know, we're putting some money back in our pockets so far. You know, most of it's going to just be reinvested, but I don't need to chase anybody. You know, like, fortunately, you know, we'll end up talking business and stuff like that, I'm sure. But like, fortunately, I'm in a position now where if I wanted to start breeding when I was younger, I wasn't financially there. Like now, if I wanted to be one of those guys who's just going to start chasing and I want to throw, you know, 6 figures into the game, my wife may kill me, right? But I can take that risk, right? However, what does that really get you these days? You know what I mean? Maybe 3 females, 3 super powerful females that are going for 15, 20 G's and some males, you know? So it's like, I'm going to risk all this money. put myself in a situation where I have to be tight with my family, right?
Right.
And it's money that I can reinvest to the other businesses that are actually keeping a roof over our head. And it's like, to what? Chase the projects that everybody else is doing right now. And in 3 to 5 years, when I'm actually producing those animals, luckily I'll have some animals that I really enjoy, right? But a lot of the time, you know, I've seen so many people, just the 3 years that I've been into the breeding world, right? I've seen so many people chasing what everyone else is doing, and they're putting all this money, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 in, and they're gone in 2-3 years because they're just chasing what everyone else is doing, you know?
Fact.
So I don't want to play that game. I'm enjoying what we're doing. We're having fun with it. I'm making animals, and that's my goal, is just to make some super pretty shit. And when people walk by my table, I don't care if it's a $300 animal or if it's a $5,000 animal. I want people to take a second look and want to stop at my table, you know? I want to make shit that's fun every time I open up the tub. And in the long term, we'll make our money back. You know, I'm not one of those guys who's going to buy a female, breed her once or twice, and then just sell her, you know? I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to keep reinvesting the money. I'm going to upgrade my males and go from there, you know?
And what's crazy, I mean, talking to two guys, well, me included, who fucking rely on the gym for many things. When it's somebody's very first time at a gym, one of the worst things you could do is compare yourself to someone who's been at the gym for fucking years and dedicated. And you know what it does? It makes you feel like shit. And then if that's all you do every time you go to the gym, why do you want to go to the gym then? You're going to always be so worried about other people and their journey versus worrying about fucking what you got to do. Because you know how hard, as you guys know, it takes to get to that point where someone's looking at you and go, holy shit, look at this guy. That's not a hand-me thing, dude. That takes a lot of dedication. And people think they want it until they see the work that goes into it. And they go, oh, fuck this shit. I want to go be a waste. And again, you don't want it that bad. But it's the same shit that we're talking now. You don't compare yourself to a Cabelka, to a fucking Levance, to a Miguel when it's your first year and you're collecting and you're already trying to compare your projects to theirs. What are you thinking, dude? Like, you're doing yourself such a disservice by putting yourself in that mindset, dude. And that's the best example I can think of.
It's a great example. It's an awesome comparison because that's exactly it. You know, if you're going into the fitness world, you know, if, like you said, if you're that guy who's 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight and you're comparing yourself to the guy who's your goal body in the gym every day, odds are you're going to bow out. You know what I mean? When you realize how much time that took that person to get there, you're gone. And that's why, like, in the beginning, I was comparing myself. I'm like, man, like, look what Justin's making. Look what Bob Vu's making. Look what Ozzy's making. Look what Miguel's making. Like, how do I get there? How do I get there? But look how long they've been doing it, you know?
And dude, again, bringing up Miguel real quick, because I came into this game with no money, dude. Like, I was in a transition in my life. I could only get Craigslist snake in the beginning because that's all I could afford. But when I became friends with Miguel and he's showing his fucking Ferraris, his Cadillac, like, and on top of all his snakes and shit like that, none of that rubbed me the wrong way. All that did was fucking not only make me happy because he was my friend, but it inspired the living shit out of me that this guy who had other business ventures sold them just to do snakes. Okay. When I saw that I met the guy multiple times before realizing, like, this guy is really all into snakes. He could be doing so many other things. That's what fucking inspired the shit out of me, dude. And so anyone coming in, dude, it's okay to look at other people's stuff, but let it inspire you. Let you get excited about what you have, but don't be pissed if you got someone else that's ahead of you in the game who's been in this game for years. Go ahead, Biggie.
And now, when you look at the Chondro game, and even the ball python game, the pod game, bro, you started from the bottom, bro.
Very bottom.
The bottom. With the plastic racks, the ones that we cut the legs off. You know,
what'd you say the other day, MJ? It took you 6 or 7 years to produce your first chondro. You know,
no, to be successful. I mean, I got my first chondro clutch before I got a ball python clutch.
Oh no shit. Okay.
Yeah, but they all died. Okay, and so, like, that's what I would go through. I would get clutches, and I would end up with like one, and then the one would end up dying, and then I eventually got to a point where I would get 9 or 10 of them to hatch, but they would either prolapse, be dead in the egg. So, like, I dealt with so much, like, almost was there, but it fucking came away from me.
To be successful, it took that long, is what you're saying.
I had to fail year after year after year after year, and I didn't give two shits about what money you can make. All I wanted was to have a successful clutch, bro.
For sure.
And I never thought about, oh, how am I going to make my money back? Dude, the way I look at spending money on Snake, it's gone. I'm never, and even to this day, I'm never concerned about making money back. Because what the fuck? Are you lying to yourself? If you're really in this game, whatever money you make goes right back into it. And that's why I got everything I fucking got. All my ball python money went to this shit. And obviously other bills, like your buddy Spencer was not lying to you. The ball python game saved my life. It brought me everything that you see. And so did the podcast. But I wouldn't have a podcast without ball pythons. So again, dude, mentality is everything, which I'm sure we'll get into as well, but you got to get in the right mind space. And what's crazy is back then when I got in, bro, I was a fucking mess, hated myself. I had addiction problems, but this game made me want to get my shit together. Because again, when you meet people like Miguel, Gary Shervino, Bill Stiegel, fucking Marshall Mendez, you look up to these guys and say, you got to get your shit together if you want to be a part of this shit. Yeah. And just the same way Big E put you on, dude. And that gives me goosebumps because I've always fucking found something special in Big E, dude. I always feel like he's helping me more than I'm helping him. But we talked about today, we help each other. Like I tell him he does more for me than he probably knows. And he said the exact same thing. And that's what it's fucking all about, bro. Yeah, is being around people that just want to see you win. That's all
honestly, man, like my boy Brian that I was talking about, you know?
Yeah.
Big E, like, literally, I've known him just almost 3 years now, and he's like family. You know what I mean? And like what he's created and what you've created. That's why earlier when you were messaging me, you know, about like the La Familia platform and stuff like that, you know, I was like, bro, like I respect what you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't mind. And through you, I found Emilio, you know, and Emilio's literally become like family. Like if there's anything that he sees that I'm doing that he doesn't like, or I have questions on, he's like, hey, bro, call me. You know what I mean? Same thing, like just the community that he's built, you know, like same thing, like JD, Meteoric Serpents,
yeah, JD,
Brock, Dan, all of them, like they've Manfredi, all of them have been like, hey man, like let me give you a call real quick. You're like, let me help you out with this. Like he's literally built, and you've built, you know, just a community of people that just trust each other, and they're not fucking, you know, playing dick measuring contest. Everybody's there to help one another, and that's what you need in this community, you know?
Everybody you mentioned other than Big E put all those people on. I wouldn't know who they were if it wasn't for Big E. Straight up. Yeah. And that's
legit.
But again, it's a family unit.
Yeah, we're all together.
Yeah.
We're all together. And again, what I love is that we both built this shit from the bottom, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like even today, dude. Even today, I had Jarrett hit me up. He's like, hey, man, let's get on a call. I got some ideas for you. You know, Jose, when he saw me doing all the chameleon.
What this happened? Guy? Double J, Skill Nation?
This guy right here, you know?
Hey, where's my hat,
somebody, you know, he's been somebody, we've been bouncing a lot of ideas back and forth together. And he's a hustler, man.
I like that guy.
Like Emilio said on one of the podcasts, like he's not going to take no for an answer. That kid is going to fucking go balls to the wall, and he's going to make it, you know?
Yeah.
Jose, you know, he's newer to the V unit, but, you know, he went, as soon as he saw me doing the chameleons, he's like, hey man, like he messaged me separately. Let's talk about it. I used to breed chameleons, and we went down a whole rabbit hole, and he's trying to help me out with, you know, importers and stuff like that. And, you know, it's just what you guys have both created, the amount of trust that you guys have, and just the knowledge that you guys give out, you know, to everybody. It's literally changed the game, I think, you know?
I don't think I'd be in ball pythons if it wasn't for Big E. I swear to God, I would have shipped out a long time ago. I promise you. I swear. This fool he's making me realize how important it is to be a part of this game, and I'm very thankful for it.
The amount of times, and again, like the 2.5, 3 years that I've you know, been following you both, the amount of times that I've heard you basically say that we're potentially going to get out of ball pythons, and then you give your reason about why you're back in. It's just so funny at this point, you know.
That's what you call that bipolar, buddy. Okay, so I'm Kanye in some different ways. You know what I mean?
Hey,
go ahead.
Real quick, you mentioned the chameleons. And what the reason I also bring them up, they're beautiful animals, and I bring it up because of diversity.
For sure.
The chameleon production, of course, you'll probably get your chameleons, some different ones, but you're also going to be able to put that diverse income into, you know, some ball pythons, correct?
If you want me to be honest, all the chameleon money that I'm making right now is all going straight back to ball pythons. Like this year is going to be my year of buying and reinvesting. and I don't really need to upgrade my chameleons. Like I might get, you know, one more red body blue bar male. But other than that, like I have my females, I have awesome blue Abanja lines, I have awesome red body blue bar lines for females. So, you know, the rate that these animals produce is insane, right? So, you know, when you're talking, a female is going to have anywhere from 20 to 30 eggs for one clutch, and she'll lay one clutch 1 month, the next month another, and often enough she'll lay a third clutch. So you're looking at 60 to 90 eggs, you know, just from one female. You know,
dude, that's insane.
Dude, it's crazy, man. So to me, it's like, you know, before my wife kills me and I literally take over the entire house, or I have to buy a facility, I don't really need to expand my chameleon collection, you know. But when you have these males going anywhere from, you know, at a 4 to 6 month range, they're going, you know, anywhere from $500 to $700. They're going up from there as they get older, they get more colorful. Like, all I'm going to do is reinvest that money, and I'm going to put it into the ball pythons. That's one of the reasons why I did it. Number one, since a kid, I've been a lizard lover. Emilio knows I bought some iguanas. People from Florida are probably like, why the fuck is this guy buying iguanas, right? But they were, you know, some Crutchfield het albinos and, you know, last of a dying breed. Florida people can't produce them anymore. I'm like, I'm going to produce some albino iguanas. You know, I love big lizards, right? To me, it's kind of what caught me as a kid. They're living dinosaurs essentially, right?
Yeah, 100%. But it's exactly what you said. It's smart to look at that income you're making off the chameleons and put it right back into ball pythons where you don't have to spend your own money.
That's it. And it's not just about the money, right? Because I truly, genuinely love the chameleons. Like watching them color change literally week by week, month to month, watching them eat and stuff like that, you know. But I only want to take that so big because it's a lot of work compared to the ball pythons. You know, when you got 60 babies in your basement and you're feeding them every day, you're cleaning them every day, you're making sure the mist thing is working properly and things like that. Humidity's got to be right. It's a lot of fucking work. I'm going through like 6,000 crickets a week right now. You know,
damn, I don't miss the crickets. I'll tell you
that. No, dude, I'm doing this in my garage right now because if I was in my basement, you would just hear chirping at this point.
I fucking hate crickets, bro.
Dude, yeah, I hate.
I will tell you what I do miss, sort of, is the grasshoppers. I had a grasshopper game that was fucking next level, and they don't make noise like the crickets do.
So I thought about doing that. I've seen you do that before. And I thought about doing it and start, you know, make my own colonies and shit. But dude,
you need space. It's not that easy. Like you need a warm room. No. It's not. Yeah, I've had people, because I at first thought like, oh, I could do this in my room, and no, dude. What got me success was putting them outside during summertime, and they just fucking took off. But then what happens was once it got too cold, they stopped producing, and you don't have nothing for months.
Yeah, but man, I'm in the Midwest, so it would only work out here in the summertime.
You need a basement, or you need a room dedicated to them, and then they do smell. When you have a lot of them, bro, like you almost.
Yeah, my wife doesn't do smell, so we'll stay away from that one. You know?
I will say, little tip for your wife, not that you're not doing this, but what help me with my wife is like every now and again on a snake sale or something, I put a little bit of a little wife stash. Put on the side, and I'll buy her something fucking real nice, and
she's got her stash. Believe me.
And then you're good for at least 90 days. For me,
at
least.
My problem is I try and give her that stash, right?
No,
buy her a nice gift, whatever.
Nice. No,
she forgets about everything that day until it fucking smells tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Damn, I'm not gonna lie.
But no, so like the chameleons, I'm only gonna take so big. It's definitely something that I'm gonna stick with. I love the animals.
Yeah. How do they sell, Greg? How do they sell? What's that market like? I have no idea.
They are selling like fucking hotcakes, man. You know.
But at what age can they be sold at? Like, I'm just curious.
So typically, after 3 months, you could sell them. But I'm trying to hold on to them a little bit longer. Like the ones I'm selling right now are 6 and 7 months old. Just because that's really when they're starting to get their colors, and when you get colors in them, you get a little more value, right? So
100%. Smart.
I could list them all as a baby at 2 months old, 3 months old, and see what people offer me, but they're not really going to attract many people. You know, people who are breeders and they just look at the picture of the lineage. That's a little bit different. They might be like, okay, I know that this animal is going to grow up with potential. I need some females. Here we go. But they're selling quick, man. So right now I have 92 eggs incubating. I have 2 gravid girls right now to be their first clutch. So probably within the next 3 months, I'll probably have anywhere from 60 to 90 more eggs from them, right? So you're talking almost 200 eggs that I'll be dealing with probably at some point this summer, you know? So, and then, what was I gonna say? I ended up with 3 clutches, my first time breeding them this past season. One, I don't know if it was an incubation issue or what happened, but I lost all the eggs. I lost 32 eggs. And then after that, I had 27 eggs hatch in the first clutch. The second clutch, I had 24 eggs. And pretty much all those cams are gone at this point, other than I held back 5 more. And one I literally just sold right before we got on here, you know? One of them, I'm not going to lie, 16 of them went to a wholesaler. I ended up posting them all on MORPH Market, and I got a message right away, and he was like, it's one of the biggest cams in the cam breeders in the US. And he hit me up. He's like, hey man, like, I like what you're producing. I like the lines that you have. Like, you ever thought about wholesale? And I put it in the chat because honestly, I was like, I don't want to wholesale these, you know? And the reason why is nobody in my area is selling Panther chameleons, you know? Wow. So when I brought them to the local show, because I'm vending, there's a local show, maybe like I said, every 2 weeks. When I bring it there, I truly think that's what's bringing me people to the table. Cause you know, I'll bring one of my adults and I'll put them up on like a branch and let them see them, you know? And it brings people to the table. Then they look at the chameleons, they look at the snakes, you know? So if they don't want the chameleon or they realize it's a lot of work, then they start showing their kids the snakes. They might buy a ball python, you know?
Yeah, that's 1,000% like important. I feel like one of the things, I had one of the best shows ever, maybe because of the location, but also like I brought my biggest pied female that's fucking, you know, Volta pied, and I just had it in front of the table, and all these fucking people flocked over. And in a sense, a chameleon, bro, like that's such eye candy. Like that's
it helps, man. Yeah,
over. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I was hesitant on it, on the wholesaling, because I'm like, dude, like this is what's attracting people to my table. This is what's differentiating me at these local shows. But it's all chat. I talked.
You're gonna have a plug like that in the back pocket, though, like just to know somebody is.
Well, that's why I ended up doing it. I put it in the chat, and I talked to my wife about it. I talked to the chat about it, and they were all like, "Hey, like, you know, you're gonna be producing a lot of these. Like, you might get in a situation where you need to wholesale some of them, unless you're literally gonna have 200 chameleons. Because, dude, after about a month or two, you start upgrading their enclosure size. So now, you know what I mean? Like, how many 24 by 48 enclosures can you possibly have in your house? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? All right, maybe I should wholesale these, make a connection with this guy. And it's great. He's already asking me for more. He's asking what I have on incubating so far. He wants to buy a bunch this summer. So, you know, we'll see what happens. And all that money, again, it's going to be reinvested into the ball python market, you know?
And Greg, I got a question for you, bro. We already talked about that. What's the next species?
Ooh, man,
I've heard you, bro.
My ears are open.
I know what you guys want me to say. All right.
I got a couple things I want you to say, but I'm listening.
So it's probably going to be chondros, right? So I'll throw this out there. When I was a kid, I remember like 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. Every week I'd check out 2 books from the library. It was the same books every single time. There was one about green tree pythons, and it just had a badass green tree python at the front of the book. And then the other one was Dirt Bike Racer, because I raced motocross as a kid, right?
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah, those were the 2 books I checked out every week. So I always wanted one. And then again, I couldn't have snakes as a kid. And then my daughter, because of her, I got into the ball pythons. And now just watching everything that, you know, MJ post, Carly post, all that. I'm like, fuck, dude, these are beautiful animals, you know? I'm pumping the brakes, you know? I
take your time.
I told myself maybe it would be this season, you know? I would buy one just because, you know, it's going to take 2-3 years to do anything with anyways, right? But at the same time, right now, knowing that I'm playing the slow game with stuff like that, like to me right now, that would just be a pet. I'd rather take the money and just invest it into growing my ball python game and going from there. But who knows, man? I mean, I'm easily persuaded in some situations. So
it's like you said, when you get it, breeding is not anywhere near your future. Just let it chill. Like enjoy the damn thing, you know? Like Emilio, like if it really was up to me, I would send Emilio 3 more right now. But I know he's chilling and he's literally watching it fucking change. He's soaking every moment in, and that's what you need to do too.
Send him 2, send me 1.
Okay, so say less. No, once I know Emilio has a female, I have a plan. Don't worry. I'm always ready. but I'm gonna set my boy up. I'm gonna make sure everything he has makes sense. That's what matters.
For sure. For sure.
But also too, like, dude, you know how quick you could get into things. There's really no rush, dude.
Dude, it really is very fucking easy, man. I mean, again, a lot of what we have is pets, but dude, I mean, in the last 3 years, the amount of animals we've accumulated is crazy, dude. We went from just a crested gecko to, you know, with the hatchlings, we had over 100 ball pythons to, you know, crested geckos, gargoyle geckos, bearded dragon, you know, almost 100 chameleons at one point, you know, iguanas, you know, fuck, dude, we had chickens this summer, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's, you could get animals real quick. And that's why I'm kind of just like, I want a chondro, but I know me. Once I buy one, I'm going to get that itch and I'm going to want more and I'm going to want more. And it's, you know, I'm trying to be smart. I'm trying to pump the brakes.
I mean, you're just being real with yourself. That's all it is. You
like, I know me as a person, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And that's good. You know, a lot of people don't know themselves. But it's good to see the writing on the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we're going to say, Biggie.
No, bro. Yeah. I mentioned it because there was a little debate in the chat. So that's why I mentioned it, but I know it's coming.
What was the debate?
No, he knows, he feels, he sees everything we're doing. He sees brother beautiful, and he's like, oh man, it's coming, you know.
Well, I have double J Jarrett coming over this Thursday. You don't think I'm gonna fucking start melting some fucking chondro knowledge into his head?
Bro, he's for sure leaving with an animal. He's leaving with an animal.
But I guarantee he's getting a trap production. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I'll
I already know he is.
Yeah, and he can name it Sunset. Okay. Oh man, real quick, we're gonna get to commercial break. We're gonna come right back. And real quick, I wasn't ignoring your homie Spencer in the chats. He's really adamant about wanting to tell the hot dog story. Okay,
we'll get there.
Whatever that is. So when we come back from break, why don't you give us that hot dog story? Okay,
for sure.
All right, Spencer. Hope you're happy. All right, guys, be right back. Check out all my sponsors in the description below. But quick word from our sponsors. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, and that's the one and only MORPH Market and MORPH Market Shipping. One of the biggest exciting things about the reptile hobby over the past couple years is MORPH Market Shipping taking everything to the next level. Anything as far as reptile purchasing or selling needs can all be done on MORPH Market's website, so I highly suggest you go check it out, especially if you're in the market of purchasing your first, second, or third, or fourth reptile. You can find a bunch of legitimate breeders on MORPH Market's platforms. They stand very tall on representing the best breeders we have in the hobby, so don't look anywhere else when it comes to looking for your new reptile. Not to mention, if you're looking for aquatics or your next plant, MORPH Market's a spot for you as well. Make sure you head over to morphmarket.com, and the best thing about MORPH Market's platform, you could ship directly from their website with MORPH Market Shipping. MORPH Market Shipping has saved this hobby millions of dollars as a whole. I myself saved thousands with MORPH Market Shipping last year due to their insanely cheap rates, so definitely go take advantage of these rates on top of the amazing customer service that comes along with MORPH Market Shipping. Shout out to Darian and Zach, and shout out to the entire MORPH Market team. So proud to be a part of this team. Thank you so much for MORPH Market Shipping and MORPH Market. So excited to announce this partnership, and so excited to announce new MORPH Market features that are going to be hitting the reptile hobby real soon, like live sales on MORPH Market. Thank you so much, MORPH Market and MORPH Market Shipping. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. If you're in front of the line, cutting edge, high-end ball python projects, you don't want to miss this. Shout out to Teresa and shout out to Devin over at PRAGUE MORPHS, the heaviest hitters out of Europe, currently in the ball python game. If you're into the double, triple recessives such as puzzle, hypo, and other amazing recessive, incomplete, dominant projects, and make sure you head over to PRAGUE MORPHS right now on Instagram. Check them out on YouTube. You can find all the links in the description below, and many more updates with RGI and PRAGUE MORPHS to come. So again, thank you so much, Devin and Teresa over at PRAGUE MORPHS. Cannot wait for many more collaborations. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, brought to you by ZooMed.
ZooMed is proud to be supporting the Trap Talk Reptile Network. At ZooMed, reptiles are our passion. For over 48 years, we've been creating premium foods, supplies, and habitats for reptiles and other exotic animals. We're a company made up of hobbyists that test our products on the hundreds of animals that we care for here every single day. Whether you're an established breeder or a first-time hobbyist picking up your first ball python, ZooMed has you covered with everything you need to keep your animals happy and healthy.
I'm excited to talk about this new product with ZooMed called the Slither Sense. It is a remote temperature and humidifying monitoring system, which we all know how important temperature and humidity is to your reptile. And for you to have remote access to your temperature and your humidity in your reptile room could really, really be a game changer for the longevity of you keeping reptiles. So guys, make sure you check out that product. Find the link in the description below. Click on it right now. Give me your feedback in the comments below. Let me know how you're liking a brand new ZooMed product. All right, we're back, guys. Let's hit that like button. And all right, dude, without further ado, give us this hot dog story. This shit better be good. Go ahead.
All right, so this is like, yeah, the first year that I was keeping, right? So I hit up the chat. I hit up Brian. Like, I lost a snake, you know, my snake. I don't know what happened. Somehow it got out of the enclosure. Okay. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, my wife still to this day, she will not step foot in our basement because of snakes. She doesn't like snakes, right? She's like Lizette. She's like Lily. She is a ride or die. She backs me 100%. And I couldn't do half the shit I do without her, right? But to say that, she fucking hates snakes, okay? So she literally won't step foot in the basement. So when I found out that one of the snakes got out, I was like, damn, dude, she's going to kill me. I don't know what to do. So I hit up the chat and I was like, what do I do? No one answered me yet. I hit up my buddy Brian. I was like, yo, Brian, like, snake got out. Like, what do I do? You know, my basement's big. You know, it's this basically the size of my entire first floor, but down. So it's like 1,700 square feet. So there's a lot of space and it's unfinished. So there's pipes that could crawl up there. It could go anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
So he's like, hey man, this is what you got to do. He's like, you got to get hot dogs. He's like, take a bunch of hot dogs. He's like, and put them all over your basement. He's like, the snakes love the scent of the hot dogs. It'll come out, turn the lights. He's like, just turn the lights off. He's like, put a bunch of hot dogs out, come down there a little bit later to the lights on. He's like, you'll find it, you know? So luckily, not only did JD respond, okay, and was like, hey man, like, get a frozen thawed rat or something thawed out, or even just the shavings from, you know,
bedding or something.
If you have a mouse rack, you know, he's like, put it underneath a hide, put a heat mat on there, turn the heat mat on, it'll get the scent and just do it, you know? So thankfully he responded and said that, because I started getting all that ready. Cause I'm like, dude, what if I forget where I put a hot dog? And I got these smelly rotted hot dogs somewhere, you know? And then Brian texted me like 10, 15 minutes later. He's like, bro, I hope you're really not putting fucking hot dogs all over your house. Like, I was only kidding, man. You know? But he said, like, back in the day, it was like a big joke that a lot of guys used to say to each other. And like new keepers would go and they'd put hot dogs all over their house. And, you know, that was it. But
I never heard that shit.
Yeah, I was expecting a snake really ate one of the hot dogs.
No. Like a Reptile type thing, you know?
Wait, okay, yeah. So the hide under the heat mat with the rat worked? It went to it, or
yeah? So what I did was at that time I actually had one snake that was only taking frozen thawed. I feed everything live, you know. But I had some frozen thawed stuff in the freezer, so I took it out, I put it in hot water for a little bit, and then I put it in a hide, and I had just put it on a heat mat, put a hide over it, turn it on there. I turned off all the lights, and I just kept walking downstairs like every 30 minutes with a flashlight. And a couple hours in, I just found the snake just climbing over the hide, you know?
Man, so I got to tell you, that was the ball python, right?
That was ball python, yeah.
Yeah, I've never in my life has ever lost a ball python forever. I even had one, Mercedes, my very first one, that was gone for fucking 8 months.
Holy shit.
8 months, and I fucking found it alive. It obviously looked underweight, but it was alive, and I was all alert. I was like, how? Like, what the fuck were you drinking? Like, I had no clue how this thing's made it. She's still here in my rack. She's still alive. And so it tripped me out, bro.
I found one after 6 months. He was looking rough, but he's there.
Wow.
But he's there. Dude,
it really goes to show you, though, how bulletproof these animals really are, though, you know?
Yeah. But also that hot dog story is wild. Like to almost
it was every time, dude. Like a snake got out recently, and same thing. He texted me. He's like, "Did you put hot dogs out?" I was like, "Fuck you, dude." You know.
Greg. So Greg, what the combos, the cutting edge stuff you're seeing in the game, the new stuff. What excites you now? That's coming down the.
I mean, there's a lot that excites me, but I'm still hesitant on what I'm going to be investing in. Obviously, DG Clown has my heart. I love the DG Clown stuff. I love seeing where that's going, and I still think there's a lot of stuff that's untapped. But like, I love seeing, where, the DG Exanthic Clown game's going. I love a lot of the puzzle stuff that's out there right now. And I know MJ, you know, is not gonna be too proud of this one, but I mean, I was a hater of Sunset. I did not like Sunset when all the stuff started coming out. But lately it's been growing on me. I don't know if it's something that I'm going to be investing in, although I am a little bit intrigued by the idea of hitting some, you know, crazy Sunset DG clown combos and stuff like that, and seeing what really comes out of that.
I'm sorry though. How many times have I said there's potential with Sunset and it's an awesome project? I could have sworn I said that a bunch of times at this point. I don't hate Sunset, dude. It's just easy to make fun of right now, but it won't be soon.
And that's why I said I fully admitted I used to be a full-blown hater, you know.
I've never been full-blown. I'm just a dick about it. That's all.
I was, okay? I was full-blown. I was like, dude, that's just a fucking brown snake, you know? But dude, like, I'm super excited to see what Emilio does with the Xanthic stuff, you know?
Me too. Oh, trust me. I'm really excited for that one.
Like, dude, I would love to see what, like, a pastel Xanthic DG Sunset clown looks like, you know?
Yeah, or hypo in it. Imagine hypo Xanthic Sunset.
Yeah.
For sure. Me and Emilio had the hypo DG talk earlier. You
all
know,
that,
like,
see,
which one takes precedence?
What's great about this game is that all that's gonna come no matter what. Like if it's not me, it's Bob, it's
somebody,
Justin, bro. You know, again.
No, it's gonna come. Yeah, it's a matter of time.
All that's coming because that's what we do. We take risk and we continue to push the bar.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dude, what's crazy is, and like I know this person was never tapped into like more of the higher Xanthic stuff we have now, but the guy who ever got me really fucking zoned in on Xanthic is no longer in the game. JD Constrictors, dude. Like that guy had the very first table where I just saw all Xanthic shit. And I was so blown away because you want to talk about being different from the others. Dude, put some nice Xanthic shit on a fucking table and you'll be like no other. So what's crazy is like now that he's no longer here, and JD, if you're listening to this, man, I hope you're all well, buddy. Always liked you. And it's a shame you're no longer on port, but I hope you're happier out there. But anyways, who's next? Like who's going to be that next JD guy at the show showing the most craziest Xanthic? And we're talking like True Ghost stuff, and the list goes on. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what the thing is now is that what happened was Xanthic took over, right? So now every high-end table is gonna have some Xanthic combos. Before he was the man with that, you know what I mean? And that was his game. And you know, things change. And what happened was, you know, Justin started hitting some crazy shit. You know, we all start hitting some crazy shit, and the shit takes over. It's top 5 now, in my opinion. Top 3, top 4. So now everyone's working Xanthic, and everyone's on that cutting edge. And I'm gonna say it, bro. The guy's a great guy, but everyone kind of passed him.
So
of course, because there's levels to this, and the thing is, like,
that's what happens, you know.
Yeah.
So no hate on him. I don't know him. I know of him. With all due respect, though, is that just a perfect example, though, of you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes.
You know, you gotta work. Obviously, have your main project is something that your heart really follows, but then, you know, dabble in some other things that interest you, because there's gonna be other shit that people are just gonna pass you up on eventually. You know.
Yeah.
Especially these big guys. You know, these big guys who have the money to throw around, and they're not dealing with 3 to 5 breeder females. You know, they have a wall of breeder females that they can take all these chances on, and their chances on outproducing you and making something that you're trying to hit for years are way more likely, you know?
Are you into Xanthic game yet, Greg, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we talk real quick, Emilio? Like the ideal line of Xanthic people should consider buying right now, because I don't really know. I know we've heard of different lines, but like if I were to come to you, Emilio, and said, what line should I invest in Xanthic, what would you say to that and why?
The Villarino line.
I agree.
VPI villain when it comes to Xanthic clowns.
Yeah.
When it comes to Xanthic clowns, I love my shit. I'm building my shit. But VPI is the most worked. Then you got SK line, which proved to be black Xanthic as well. It's the second. There's some really good stuff out there with that. You know, everything else is kind of falling off the cliff. You know, there's stuff out there. You know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it, and I don't give a shit if anyone out there gets upset. The MJ line that was gonna take over the world has fallen off the cliff. Sorry, where is it? Where are the Exantic clowns, people? Where are they?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
But
where?
Think about it though.
Can you show me, please?
Look at the top people producing Exantic stuff though.
Yeah.
No one's using MJ. Everybody's
VPI. But what I'm saying is that they came out here and told everyone to sell these animals to people. Oh, it's gonna take over the world. It's better than everything. It's probably a combo, man.
Sure.
All those animals ended up probably being combos.
Doesn't that sound familiar? Like that I feel like
is it the scrambler of Exantic?
I feel like I'm scrambling for a story. Am I scrambling for a story right now? I think I'm scrambling for a story.
Okay.
What
because
the fuck?
GCR ended up being the same thing as MJ, and the GCR don't look as good. Okay, so those
God.
GCRs are straight. The GCRs are straight Exantic pies.
Yeah.
Okay, so
holy shit, this is crazy.
VPI and SK Black Exantic all the way. That's how I feel. VPI is widely worked. But hey, the SK guys out there, man, Ball Brilliance, my boy Jose, you know, Canadian
TSK. Just throw the T out there because it's important.
Okay, my bad. TSK, you know, Black Exantic.
You don't want to give them you don't want to give them no ammo, so just say TSK.
Hey, Canadian Reptiles, Nicole.
Oh, Canadian Regis? Canadian Regis? Dude, she's epic. That's my favorite Canadian. No, and Antoine, DPR. Those two.
You know, at the end of the day, bro, if you work the line, you got to make the animals the best you can.
Yeah.
By the way, I would normally say Will, but he's an American, so you know, no longer one of my favorite Canadians. He's one of my favorite Canadians turned American for sure. But you know, we got Will. He's American now, full blown American. So.
I can't believe that asshole said that about MJ line. Hey guys, tell me I'm fucking lying.
Who said that? Are you thinking that's what you're saying right now?
Where are you? Where? Come on, show yourself.
Hang on.
What a fucking asshole.
Woo.
What a bully.
Man.
What a bully.
So on the topic of Exantic, what's more important to you as of what other recessa goes into it? DG or hypo? Like what are you going to try to do both at the same time? Like how are you really going to work it?
So right now I'm going to be making hats for DG Exantic Clown. Eventually I'll get hypo in there, you know, but I'm going to put all my DG to, you know, my Exantic Clowns, make some hats, and go from there. Again, I'm not rushing anything, but eventually, me and Amelia were talking about earlier, eventually I would like hypo in there, but I'm all about just contrast. I love just the brightening aspect of DG, but I love how hypo is going to help keep that color and keep it from browning out over time. So eventually, I think hypo is definitely a need in it, but my priority is going to be DG right now.
I feel like hypo is the wax job. Like it's like the final coat where if you have hypo,
smooth it all out, dude.
The aging's on your side with hypo because hypo just make things stay pretty young looking throughout their course of being on Earth.
And that's I plan on getting hypo into my DG Clown stuff eventually as well. So you know, I'm gonna be shopping around for some powerful males the next few months, and hope they're gonna be at least visual hypo, if not at the very least het hypo, because I want to start working it in there. But again, I agree. Hypo makes everything better for sure for the long term. But if I had to give or take, I'm going to go DG first as my priority. But again, I'm all about just that color pop and that brightening aspect.
Hey, MJ always says hypo everything, and I really mean that. Like, bro, I wish I had so much more hypo right now. Going ready to go. I prefer hypo. I'm like MJ. I prefer hypo over DG, but DG has its place, and you know, again, it's one of my favorite combos with Exantic. But
I'll tell you what, I can never choose one or the other. I need DG and hypo. There's no way I can just be like, oh, I'll take hypo, not DG. I just think hypo and DG belong together. It's like a perfect couple. Like they just belong together.
But let me ask you both this, right? And again, this is simpleton shit, but bro, I was able to sell a hypo as a pet, a beautiful hypo this weekend as a pet, bro, for top money. I'm loving the hypo look on its own, bro.
It's beautiful. It's
Hey, but let's play devil's advocate though, right? Like if you have a very good quality desert ghost, it looks like a black and gold snake. People are going to buy it. You know, I just sold one for $225. Granted, it's a desert ghost het clown, right?
It's so good for a het.
That's a great price for a visual het like that, you know. And
sad to say, but this is a good price.
The exact comments were, "I've never seen a black and gold snake like that," you know. So it's subjective, you know. Like as a hatchling, I feel like they're both going to look great. In the long term, I'll fully agree. If you have hypo in it, it's going to look better for the long term as the adult, you know.
And not every hypo is fucking good looking too. So
Sure.
there's some hypos that's like, whoa, shit. Like, are you sure?
Yeah, and that's why I said if you had quality DG, same thing with the hypo. Like it's got to be like, where do the lines come from, right? Like there's garbage of anything, you know.
It's all about the combination. Like a DG clown, I'm gonna pick it 100 times over a hypo clown.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's all about the
what else
recipe.
Is in it? What's in the mix?
It's all about the recipe, man. It's all about the recipe.
And one thing I like that Greg's standing on is like what he prefers because he likes it more. Like he's just going off what he sees.
That's my thing. Like, at the end of the day, any of these projects that we're investing in could be worth jack shit come tomorrow. So if you don't fucking like what you're producing, you shouldn't be making it.
Yep. Because what if also there's just something that cracks down with the laws and we just can't do this no more? What if?
God forbid.
You better be able to open up that tub and fucking smile every time.
I think about that every time, bro. Because, you know, again, we're pretty lax here in Cali as long as you stay out the way, but you never fucking know. Like, you know what I mean? The registration fees have like gas privileges type fees now. Like, we just never know when they're going to be like, you know what? You can't have reptiles. I don't know why, but you just can't. I hope that day never comes. And good luck. Because we're fucking in cartel mode now, motherfuckers. Let's go. But because you ain't taking this shit. It's like their guns, right? You ain't taking my guns. And I think it's far-fetched saying taking your reptiles, but dude, you just never know. So I have that mentality that way. I love everything I keep. Everything has a place here.
Greg, go ahead. No, Greg said something earlier, and MJ, you always say this, and I'm gonna repeat it. We gotta make pretty animals, beautiful animals.
Yeah, of course.
Stuff that knocks our socks off, bro. You know, and you know that's what that True Ghost stuff does. True Ghost does for me. That's what those, you know, that lavender falsie that my boy picked up this weekend. That shit lit a fire under my.
Hey, Paul, that's fire, buddy. Just so you know,
dude, that animal like shook up the dry mark-on chat that we have. Bro, quality is quality, bro. Yeah. Whether it be another species, you know, what it may be, stuff that moves you is what we should be doing.
Yeah.
You have to love it. And that's what I'm doing is I'm going to play the slow game. And as I sell those animals, you know, I'm going to reinvest and start more so narrowing down exactly what I want to put into my DG Clown projects, right? But until that time, I'm going to keep pairing shit that's going to be just fucking pretty at the end of the day, you know?
And again, what are the odds that somebody buys that nice looking hypo at Emilio's table as a pet? You don't think the fucking stars are going to align, or the thoughts like, this is a real pretty animal. I wonder what another one would look like next to it. And then, there's breeding. Hello, the exact same fucking storyline we hear all the time, but it starts with getting the quality out there. Quality will always expose.
It's a domino effect, man. It's a domino effect. You know, I just started selling at the end of December, right? And I already had one kid who he bought one animal from me. It was his first ball python. He bought another animal from me. And then just yesterday, he reached out and he's like, hey, man, like, what else do you have? I'm looking to add A, B, C, D. So I sent him a bunch of pictures. And he's like, all right, cool. Like, I'll hit you up this week. You know, like, he loved what he got. It was just a banana clown, you know? But it was a great example. He fell in love with it. He went down the rabbit hole of breeding, and now he wants to make banana clown combos, you know? So now we're just kind of working him through that process, you know? But if you have shit on your table every time, where are you really going to go with it, you know?
I'll tell you the real tough ones, the ones who join my Patreon at the highest tier, and he calls me for advice, and they tell me how dedicated they are to a Skellis project. And I have to break it to them, like, listen, we need to have another serious talk right now. and
I remember that.
Oh my God. And
bad.
even after like being the nicest I could be to explain with Skellis, he's like, nah, I got this. I was like, okay.
He likes what he likes, right?
He left the Patreon 3 months later.
Bro, okay. Yeah, that's a bad one, bro.
Yeah, I did not even know people were still producing them, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
No,
God bless them.
It's almost fully stopped, but no, man, whatever.
But again, though, like, God damn,
bro,
man.
it's bad. Those are bad, bro.
Just do the homework, please, and you'll find out very quick.
Greg, the main parallels between the fitness industry and
let's get to that.
And the ball python industry.
Yes.
Aside from seeing the guy next to you and holy shit, whatever.
Patience and
the
discipline,
amount of discipline and hard work year after year to get better and to push yourself and to break that next ceiling. Talk about that, man. I know you see the parallels, bro. Tell me every parallel you see in this game to your game, your main game.
It's patience and discipline, man. It's exactly what MJ said at the start of this episode, man. Like, the amount of people that I see come to me, and I actually had this conversation with Jared earlier. You know, people come to me saying, hey, listen, I'm on cholesterol medication, I'm diabetic, I'm on insulin, I got high blood pressure, I need to lose 60 pounds, and blah, 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 blah. I have all these issues, right? You know, how do I get better? What do I do? What's the financial aspect of it? Like, what's my plan, right? And once you start breaking it down for them and they realize the amount of commitment, the amount of work that goes into it, even though they have a fucking issue, right? When they realize, not just forget the investment side, right? But they realize the work that goes into it, people don't want it. When you tell people, hey, unless you're about to spend stupid money, you can't be making DG Xanthic hypo clowns, right? And they realize that is years in the making and potentially tens of thousands of dollars in the making. Guess what? They don't have the discipline. So, and not to be cliche, man, but only the strong survive. You know, like I've seen so many people in the I don't want to say short time I've been in the reptile world, because again, I've been going to shows and expos and following the industry since I was a kid. But from a financial aspect, like investing in it and trying to, you know, get a return on my investment the last 3 years, just in the short 3 years that I've seen that side of it, the amount of people that have gotten into it and have gotten out is insane. But look at a lot of these people. They're making impulsive decisions. They're not listening to directions. They're not patient. Most of them, you know, you guys want to cancel me, fine, that's fine. But they're out of shape. They look like shit. They're not taking care of themselves. You know, like, if you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of these animals? You know what I mean? If you're not representing yourself as a professional, how are you going to represent your animal business as a professional? You know, like, they all go hand in hand, right?
Dude,
but
so fucking true, man. Oh my God.
The people that, you know, just let's put it this way. Let's forget about the image. Let's forget about the discipline aspect, right? But like, what about how much actually goes in to working this business? Like, you both are full-time, so you guys know more than most people how much really goes into it. But take someone from like me who has multiple businesses. I have a wife, I have a kid, I have kids, right? 3 kids. I'm juggling that in the morning. Well, actually, I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is go downstairs at, you know, 4 o'clock, 5 a.m., whatever. And, you know, I feed, you know, I keep the lights down low, and I, you know, put, you know, all my greens in my bearded dragon enclosure, my tortoise enclosure, my iguana enclosure, whatever. Make sure all the misters have waters in them. And then I leave for work. I come back home. First thing I do is I go right back down to the basement. I start feeding everything. You know, again, obviously not the snakes. They don't eat every day, but all the chameleons, whatever, you know. Then I come home. I play with the kids. I do what I go upstairs. I play with the kids. We eat dinner. They go to bed. What do? I go back downstairs. Like, it's a lot of work, you know. If you're somebody who's not in shape, you don't have good mental strength and stuff like that, you're not going to last. If you're doing that every day, year after year after year, and you're somebody who just has no self-discipline, no control, no endurance, you're not going to have the energy to put in what needs to be put in to actually take care of these animals and do this stuff, you know?
And again, without trying to rub anybody the wrong way or whatever, and again, I know everyone's circumstances are different out there. For me, I don't know how I could ever leave this game. I love it so much. It's literally the fucking air I breathe. And what's crazy is, again, I don't know what excuse other than I'm now not capable to move. I'm in the hospital for fucking months. Unless it's something where I cannot take care of the animals, I'm not going to leave this game, dude. Okay?
For sure.
There's no excuse. And the thing is, with fitness, if you want this list of fucking changes, but you have, oh, I can't do this because of my back. I can't do this because of all these fucking excuses. I don't know if you know this, bro, but I worked for 24 Hour Fitness for 5 years. I'm proud to say this. I used to sling 30K worth of fitness every month. I wasn't even a personal trainer. I just fucking believed in it that much. They used to have to keep a box of tissues at my desk because I would make people cry. Only because once they fucking finally signed up, they were so emotionally just, oh my God, happy that they made the move. But the other thing is like, and mind you, when you commit yourself financially to fitness, you'd be smart to show up because you just paid for it, right? And I think, how the fuck do you ever find out what to do in the gym without a coach? I think Emilio's the only fucking guy where I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you do this without a personal trainer? God damn it. I'm like, dude, you're like the 1%, Emilio, where I'm like, but he has other homies that are in fitness that help him out, but he doesn't have coaching. And I give you props, Emilio. But the thing is, you've been doing it for 6 years showing up, right? Like it's been a part of your regimen for the last handful of years.
But
it's all right here. Yeah,
it's here, man.
Bro, that's why I love Emilio. You don't see, that's not a typical thing you see right there.
Emilio was bred differently, man. He's got that work ethic. You know, he's one of those, you know, and again, just the few years that I've known him, like not to kiss ass or anything, but he can be at 0 tomorrow, God forbid, no ball pythons, nothing, and he's gonna make it, right? Like he'll figure it out. He's a worker, dude. Like you see him in his rat room. Like most people putting the time that he puts into rodents, would drop out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He's a workhorse, man. And you know, he likes to hold himself accountable. He sets goals. You know, like there's a lot of people involved in fitness who love to go to the gym, but they spin their wheels because they don't set goals. Emilio will text me, you know, like, hey man, like I've been doing A, B, and C. This is what I'm gonna be doing now. You know, like he has goals for himself. And him just speaking them out loud is his own accountability. You know, that's his way of coaching. He knows he's got to put in the work. He puts the work in everywhere else in life. So in his mind, as long as I just replicate that in the gym, I'm going to be okay. And unless you're trying to be a marathon runner, an Olympic athlete, or a bodybuilder, just to look good and feel good, he's doing way more than enough just by being that disciplined, you know?
Yeah. And somebody once said, like, it's easy. Go ahead, Emilio.
Fucking amazing, bro. Like I have to say that all three of us are very much alike. Thank you for the compliments, but you guys, both of you, inspire me.
Thank you, bro.
But yes, I am of the mindset that I can't let myself down, my family down. I can't fail. Yeah. If I fail, I'm a miserable motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because it's not about you. It's it's about your most important people. You don't want to let them down because they rely on you.
Down. I love myself.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
We love ourselves.
That's what it comes down to, is loving yourself. So a lot of these people that aren't succeeding, whether it's the fitness world or the ball python thing, like they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're not doing it for the love of the game. They're not doing it for the love of themselves. They're doing it because they're chasing a status, or they're chasing financials, or they're chasing something else, opposed to genuinely doing it because it makes them fucking happy. If something makes you happy, you're going to be way more bound to stick to it, you know?
Yeah. And what's crazy is, like, if you are coming into the reptile game because it makes you happy, but you don't do anything to fucking make yourself healthy, the reptiles stop being enjoyable. I feel like that's the good point that you made. These people are checking out because they think it's the reptiles. It's fucking them. No matter where they go next, they're not going to like it either. They're going to be miserable everywhere they go. So you literally let go of a real good thing, because the reptiles made me want to get my shit together. I'll tell you that much. Just like as I need my wife to fucking keep me in check, these reptiles keep me in check, bro.
Dude, I agree with you, man. Like, I have, Emilio knows, I have a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? From a business side, you know, and like I talk to so many people all day. Like, just to give you a little bit of background, not only do I own the gym and I do some in-person training, but I have 92 online clients that I do coaching with, right? So my phone goes off all day, every day. Like literally, like I'm getting messages at 2 a.m. for my guys who work night shift. I'm getting messages when I get up at 4 a.m., 6 p.m. while I'm eating dinner, like, hey, listen, I was at the gym and this happened. What should I do differently? Or blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm communicating with people all day long, right? In person, on my phone, email, you name it, right? And then from there, I come home, I'm communicating with my wife, I'm communicating with my kids, which is all great things, right? But when I go down to the basement every hour before bed, like that's like my peace. I can wake up and do all that shit over again because I have that hour of just clearing my head. I'm not thinking about fitness. I'm not thinking about anything, finances, you name it, right? Like everything just kind of goes out the mind, and I almost feel like a kid again, you know? It's my one time to go down, take my time to myself, because even me, like fitness for me, like working out, I still love it, and I'm never gonna let myself lose that. But for me, like now that's work, right? Like my body's my business card. I own a gym. So when I'm there, I'm working out and people are talking to me, asking questions. So it's not really a free time for me anymore. It's just part of the daily routine, right? When I go downstairs and I take care of the reptiles, that's my peace. That's my time to mentally just clear out and be able to go upstairs with a clear head, fall asleep, and wake up and start my day again, you know? And a lot of people that don't have the fitness, they don't have that one thing. Like if reptiles is your main thing, you don't have the fitness aspect, or you don't have something to release and make yourself better and reset your mind, you're going to fail. You know, everybody gets burnt out, you know?
And that's just being a human, dude. You're not, you could probably ignore it all you want, but eventually you're going to break. You're going to fucking break. Go ahead, Emilio.
Yeah.
You said something that I wanted to bring up earlier. You said your body is your business card. In this game,
damn,
who the fuck is gonna listen to a fat slob motherfucker that never did it?
Well, I didn't want to dig too deep when I said,
hey, I do it, Papo. I do
it. When I said earlier, like, hey, cancel me if you want, right? Like, that's pretty much what I was getting at, right? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, how you carry yourself says a lot, and that's why I said, if you don't take care of yourself, do you take care of your animals? If you don't care about your own fucking health, you give a shit what you're feeding these animals. You give a shit if they're sitting in a pile of shit. Do you care if they have, you know, clean water? Like, you're probably not even drinking water. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm at an expo, right, and I see a bunch of, you know, guys, clean cut, whatever, you know, look like they take care of themselves, they look like they're actually awake and alert, I'm probably going to be more likely to go walk up to them and talk to them at their table than the guy who's huffing and puffing, you know, sitting down, standing up,
eat a burger,
dripping sweat, you know. Like, I'm probably going to be like, fuck this guy. Like, he's not really into it, you know.
Yes.
But honestly, like, let's be real. There's so many people that don't take care of themselves. They're not all bad people. They just don't.
I'm not saying they're bad people.
I know, but I'm just saying. But it just shows like if you don't value yourself, right?
Yeah,
like if
what
you're
do you
not
value?
If you're not looking in the mirror saying, I want to do better, then what the fuck are you really doing? Like,
you might be a good friend. You might be somebody that I want to have a drink with or hang out with. You know what I mean? You might be funny as hell. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but where's your values in life? Like, where are you going next? Like, I don't know, man. You know?
Some people go ahead.
Those people should not be teaching you to go towards the right direction. They need to learn that themselves.
They haven't found the right direction.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I love look, bro. I love everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not shaming nobody,
a little bit.
But if you've gone the wrong direction most of your life, you should not be giving people directions.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
But look at MJ, for example, right? Like in the example of what's your excuse? Here's somebody married, okay? Full-time, fuck, dude. How many animals do you have at this point?
A couple hundreds.
Who knows, right? Hundreds, okay? So full-time animal breeder, has 2 kids. One's a newborn, all right? You had surgery on your knee how long ago?
I had 2 ACL reconstructions last year.
A year ago.
And then over the last 2 years, 2 more. So I've had 4 knee surgeries.
And here he is still doing jujitsu. And today he's squatting 315 pounds.
Repping.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
That's somebody who fucking loves themselves. That's somebody with work ethic. And that's somebody who's not going to take no for an answer. That's somebody who I want to learn from. That's somebody who I want to be friends with. That's somebody who I want to invest my money with. Because I know if they're putting that effort into their fucking animals as well, it's going to be top notch. They're not taking half-ass shit as an answer, you know?
Top tier.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Respect, dude.
And here's the thing, dude. It's kind of like fitness. You get fit. Do you stop? It doesn't end.
No.
It's something that you continue to work on every day. And people need to realize same thing about breeding. You don't ever get to a point where you breed something and put your legs up and say, I'm done for a year. No, it doesn't.
You get better. Yeah.
You get better. But the thing is, like, I don't see myself having a good day without the gym. Like, and the thing is, I don't see myself having a good time with the fucking snakes unless I'm doing work in here, because look at what I fucking have. And it's dedication. It's persistence. It's not fucking ever just stopping. But again, dude, you can't teach that to some people. People need to have that. And that's that. I pray out there that people find more purpose. Whatever that purpose is. I have so many purposes at this point, but there was a time and place, bro, where I said, fuck the gym. I'll eat whatever I fucking want. I could care less. And I know what it's like to be at that point. But guess what? It's going to catch up. All right.
Yeah, it catches up.
I had lab works done to show me some shit I don't ever want to see ever again. And I'm glad I did that at 40, not when I was 50 or 60. I probably wouldn't even got to that point. So again, guys, if you don't want to take care of yourself and you love others, how the fuck are you going to take care of them if you don't take care of yourself? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the number one. Like Emilio, he doesn't have a choice for many reasons, not only because his loved ones, but himself. He loves himself to not let himself fail. And again, you are going to fail in many things in life. But you don't stop. You don't give up. You get the fuck up.
What do you get out of that failure? You know?
Right. The failing should only fuel you. That's it, man. Because guess what? You are going to get knocked on your ass. You're going to, we talked about this before on the show. There's going to be times where you walk into your snake room, the odds weren't on your side. You didn't get that clutch you were looking for. And you're going to be like, what the fuck, man? My other friend got all this shit. What about me? And you got to say, I got next year. Next year is fucking coming. You know what I mean?
As long as we did everything we could.
That's it.
As long as we did everything we could to win. And you're okay with that.
I agree.
I did everything I could possibly do.
Yeah. And again, to do everything you possibly need to do, though, takes discipline and organization. And to me, I learned my discipline and my organization from fitness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
In order to be completely fit, like, you need to have routine, you need to have schedule, you need to be good on with your diet. All of that needs to be pre-planned.
Hey,
I took all of that and I put it into every other business venture, including the animals, you know?
Great.
That's
yes
what
or
you
no?
need. If you don't have that structure, that's it.
Yes or no? Can you outwork a bad diet?
Fuck no.
And that's where people say, fuck it. I can't drink sodas. I can't do this. Which, no, you can't, because that shit's fucking terrible for you. You know what I mean? Especially if you've been drinking it for years. Like, that is the issue, is your fucking habits. But again, you got to want to get over your shit. Like, you got to look in the mirror and say, I'm tired of this. I don't want to live like this no more. And if you don't feel like that, go look at some of the people and how they take care of themselves in this hobby. Go look at another big podcaster. Go look at that guy. Okay. And tell me if you really want that fucking future for yourself. I know I don't. I'll be right. I got to take a piss. Go ahead.
What the fuck? Okay. I wasn't ready for this. Yeah, man. Hey, so getting back to ball pythons.
Yeah.
You've been fighting that urge to get puzzle too, though.
So puzzle's on my list, man. I thoroughly enjoy puzzle. My hesitation is I'm still like, I don't want to get into things just to get into them. Even though I like them, if I bought everything I liked, dude, I mean, I would be in a 20,000 square foot facility at this point, because I don't think there's any animals that I actually hate, right? But puzzle is one of those that I literally look at and I'm like, damn, like there's some awesome stuff. Like, I mean,
but let me ask you this, because we didn't ask you this earlier. When it comes to your adult animals, your ball pythons, how many animals are you talking?
Right now,
your keepers, your breeders.
So if you're talking adult animals right now, not including holdbacks from this season's clutches,
include those for me.
I'm about 40.
Okay.
So nothing crazy big.
So with what you're doing now, do you see yourself potentially adding a rack?
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably be picking up a rack at Tinley in March.
Bro, he has a basement. This motherfucker could do some crazy work if he wanted to.
So you could see yourself adding 10 to 15 animals.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not bad. That's good growth.
I'm not saying I'm going to add 10 to 15 animals this season, but within the next year or two for sure. Like this year, I want to dabble into a new project, and I want to definitely invest more into my DG Clown projects.
Okay.
But am I going to buy 15 animals this year? No, definitely not. Then I'd be going against everything I said the first hour of this episode about playing the slow game.
Okay.
I want to buy shit that not everybody's already producing, which is why I've pumped the brakes. Well, I pumped the brakes because you told me to pump the brakes, right? But this whole last year, it's allowed me to kind of just watch. It let me learn a lot. It let me produce the animals that I produce, let me go through that process, and let me watch the market, watch what other people are doing. And I want to I still want to go into DG Clown, but I want to put a different spin on it than other people are putting on it. So I'm going to be careful about what I buy.
But you're also my boy, and I think I've hinted at you with this. I think you also could use another project.
No, for sure. Yeah, you could use something. I'm still, when we're talking like recessive projects and stuff like that, like obviously I have a lot of stuff that I'm already pairing up more so for the local shows and like the pet avenue, right? But this year I'll have some pairings other than DG Clown. I'm going to be I'll have pairings for DG Ultra Pied. I'm going to be advancing my my Dreamsicle projects, and then potentially dabble into a new thing, which puzzle's one of those things that's really kind of pushing me. I want to get into, but
it doesn't have to be that. It could be something else that has your eyes, you know?
No, for sure. Yeah. But this year, I'll 100% without question, I'll be working my Dream stuff. I'll be working DG Clown stuff, and I'll be working DG Ultra Pied. So,
hey, that's wild. Okay, so Greg is the second homie that we've had on that is like still holding on to the. I mean, is it the lavender, right? The lavender stuff that you're working with, or what? What do you, you said Dreamsicle, right?
Yeah, I'm not going crazy with it, but it's something
you have it there.
Yeah, DG Clown and that are like the two things that I saw in 2023 that I was like, okay, like I need to make those animals for sure. And I had 2 pairings only for Dreamsicle stuff last season. One of my girls didn't go. The other one laid 11 eggs. Literally, all of them slugged out. There was 9 that just went to shit. They were laid fine. They looked fine. I don't know if it was an incubation issue or what happened, but 9 molded up, and then 2 hatched. 1 didn't make it, so that's the one that survived. And luckily, it's a male. That's so nice. Yeah, we have that's my male. The pairing was mahogany pied het lavender albino to a black head lavender albino het pied.
So what do you think this is, Emilio?
The pattern's weird, bro. Let me tell you.
So it has to be something like incomplete in there, either the mahogany or maybe the blackhead. I don't know.
I think it's blackhead.
I think it's blackhead as well. I'm gonna test it. He just shut out yesterday, so I'm gonna test him. I felt like if it was mahogany, the oranges would be a little bit darker potentially. You don't think so?
I don't know, man. Mahogany hides really well sometimes.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe there is mahogany. I don't know, but
the pattern says it could be.
Okay.
So I would need a better picture and a close up for me. I'm seeing a very small picture here. I would need a few more pictures, but
I'll send them to you later on.
Hey, the pattern's weird, bro.
Yeah,
the pattern's really weird.
I love the animal though, so
yeah,
he turned out awesome. But I'm gonna add a little bit more to that project this year, trying to get some more incomplete dominance into it and see where it goes. But I'm not gonna go too crazy into it. That's really, that project for me is more so just fun. And again, making pretty shit. If it doesn't sell at the high end, I know it's going to sell at shows. Like I had somebody offer me $1,200 for that at a local show recently, and everyone's busting my balls because I didn't sell it. But I'm like, dude, like that's my one that I hit, and it's a male. I'm going to hold it back, you know?
Make more.
I'll make that $1,200 back.
Yo, we I'm one of them. I kind of say sometimes I'm a little over lavender stuff.
Yeah.
But, bro, let me tell you, Justin ain't giving up on it. Justin loves his lab stuff, his Dreamsicle stuff. Yeah. Still doing them videos. Dog, Dreamsicle stuff is always going to be popping.
Yeah, I agree.
Popping. Always.
Yeah. He's making some really cool stuff with it. And even Rice Reptiles put out a video recently. They did some really cool lavender stuff. There's definitely potential. And again, whether you want to put it the investment route or you want to put it the pet avenue, like you can make beautiful animals and people, they stop and they look at them, man. That's for sure. And again, to me, like, I mean, since I was a kid, pied always caught my eye. So that's one of the things where like I can still make some really colorful, beautiful pied stuff. And again, whether someone buys it or not, I'm going to open up my drawer and I'm like, damn, I made that shit, you know? And that's all that matters.
And, you know, imagine they go home with something that nice, and a year from now, they think it's still that nice. They're going to get another one. This is how it works. You know what I mean? That's how the process works. I want to go back to your eggs going bad, though. Is that the only time you've noticed you had that many eggs crash on you? or
yeah.
that happened to you before, right?
No, it was just that clutch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I had another clutch like 2 years ago, like right when I first got into it. I bought a female chocolate clown. And we think it was a Partho clutch. We were talking about it in the chat. I didn't pair her to anybody. The breeder that I bought it from, he's like, dude, I didn't pair it at all last season. And he's pretty good. I mean, he notates everything. And next thing you know, like she's sitting on eggs, and every one of those eggs went bad. But those 2 clutches were the only things. And I did 8 clutches last season, and that was the only incubation issue.
Cool. Yeah, only because ball python eggs normally don't do that to you, but that fucking recently happened to me for the first time ever. You know that spot nose triple het that laid that clutch, Emilio, that I wasn't expecting? She laid 7 eggs, all went bad. All went to shit. And I've never had that happen, but it fucking happened. But mind you, I didn't even know she was gravid.
I had 3 clutches out of I think I had 70 this year, 65, 70. At least 3 did that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's breeding. Not, the thing is, it just doesn't happen a lot with ball pythons. Like 3, how many clutches? 70 clutches, only 3 times. That's pretty awesome.
I would say with his odds, I mean, I had 8 clutches. That was one of them, right? So mine, it looks pretty bad. But when you look at his numbers, that's pretty damn good. I mean, dude, it's like any animal. It's like humans. Like dogs have stillborns. Like humans have it happens. Like it's nature.
Breeding. Yeah, we're creating life. It's not going to be pretty, I'll tell you that much. But I can't imagine the dogs. No way.
No, dude, believe me, I have Frenchies, and
oh yeah, I hear so many stories about the Frenchies.
I wanted to get into breeding them so bad, and dude, I just think about just puppies dying on you, dude. I could never do it, man. Like I'd be in a dark place, bro.
Yeah. And honestly, what the biggest thing with my okay, I'm not going to do retics at the level was because they were telling me about the rabbits, and I'm like, I fucking love rabbits, dude. Like, and then my plug
kids, right? So how do you start breeding rabbits? Your kids are playing with them.
Well, this is years before the kids. This is like fucking 6 years ago. But when my buddy was like, "Oh, I got rabbits," he kept bringing them over alive. I'm like, dude, I don't want to feed these things alive. The screams still fucking haunt my nightmares. The way these rabbits would scream.
Yeah, dude. Thank you, man.
I would throw it in the cage and run inside the house and just go like this. And
just hope you didn't hear anything. Turn the music up real loud.
God. So I'm that kind of a fucking I'm a soft heart when it comes to that stuff.
That's how I am, man. For sure.
I want to get into this because I think this is a huge part of what we do. It's crucial, but branding yourself, the marketing aspect of things, the way you've been able to delegate learning the breeding side and then how to brand yourself. What are some advice that you have for people out there, especially you having multiple other businesses that you own? I'm sure that's something you could kind of touch on. So
I'll be honest, man, like one of my things I'm going to say is start from the jump, right? Like if you noticed, and Emilio, I know he noticed, I didn't really start trying to brand myself until like a week or 2 ago, and the reason being is I was just playing the comparison game. I was comparing myself, like, why am I going to post these animals? These are super basic compared to what other people are posting right now. Like, like I'm just going to sell at local shows and build a name in my community that way. And as time goes on and I make better animals, then I'll start producing it. And who knows, dude, I could have maybe already sold out of the animals that I do have at this point if I actually built a following and built a brand, like I did it completely ass backwards than I did with any of the fitness shit or anything like that, because again, I got into the fitness shit like you. I started in the corporate clubs and I was top salesman in the country and blah, blah, blah. And I built a name for myself from the ground up. So when I went and opened up my gym and I started personal training that way, people already knew of me. So it was easier to kind of feed off of that and brand from there, right? Jumping into the reptile world, it was brand new. So I was like, man, here's all these people with all these amazing animals. Like, why are they going to give a shit what I post? Like, why am I going to, you know what I mean? So like, I was more like, posting some fun stuff that me and my kids took or things like that. And, even my wife, when, she found out that Emilio asked me to be on the podcast, she's like, Greg, like you got to fix your Instagram. She's like, it looks like just like a hobby thing, like something you do fun for you and the kids. And granted, it is, right? Like it's fun for us. She goes, but like, if I was going to go buy an animal from you, she goes, it doesn't look like you're serious about it, So that's, dude, I had hundreds of pictures in my phone and I just started like all right, like I guess I should start uploading these no matter what, you know? And it's nothing crazy. At the end of the day, it's still pretty fucking animals, right? But so my suggestion to everybody is right off the bat, who cares where you're at? Everybody starts, it's a starting point, right? Like, don't be afraid to start putting yourself and your animals out there. People want to get to know you. People, if I didn't have like the chat and stuff like that and the local shows, like I'd be sitting on all these animals. They wouldn't be doing anything, but these people, they've made me feel a part of something. So now I'm part of a community, and it makes me feel a little bit more confident to put my work out there, So I think that everybody just needs to be more confident from the start, realize that not everyone's, busting out quadriceps their first season, and just get comfortable marketing yourself and showing people that you have a passion for the animals, not more so what you're actually putting out to start with,
I mean, real quick to touch on that, like, I wish I could just come in this room and just fucking love everything I keep without having to pull my phone out. But that does me no good, because it's everything that we do. Like our social media plugs, that's our fucking goddamn resume. I mean, especially if somebody doesn't know you and you're trying to be like, introduce yourself. All they have to do is go to your page and be like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Cool. And again, it's about just posting every day. Now you don't want to post garbage, but getting creative and just showing what you're doing speaks for itself. The thing is, it's like kind of getting a diet down where you can't fucking get in shape if you're eating fucking McDonald's every night and all you do is fucking yoga. You're not doing no muscle. You're literally just stretching out and going to go eat and thinking I'm okay. It's not going to work. And the same like nowadays, bro, social media is fucking everything. It's difficult to deal with sometimes, but how the fuck are you going to be anything without social media nowadays?
No, I agree, man. And I'll be the first to admit that I got a little bit complacent. And it's because the last few years, I haven't had to market my fitness stuff too hard. And it's because, I've been doing it since 2007. So I've luckily built a community around me, and I've built a ton of clients who have faith in me and trust in me, and they've seen the results. So they do a lot of marketing for me. So Amelia will tell you, like, I have some cool stuff on my fitness page, but I don't post frequently, but I share stories that all of my clients all over the country are tagging me in. I'm posting those all day, every day, So like, I haven't really had to be that guy who takes my camera out all the time. Like I used to do that. I used to do that when there was MySpace, you know what I mean? And I'd promote my training on MySpace, on Facebook, on Craigslist, I haven't had to do that for so long now because these people are branding for me that I kind of fell out of that habit and I got complacent. And it's almost because I don't want to grow that industry too much at this point. I obviously a little bit to cover fall off, but it's to the point where if I take on a lot more, I'm going to start hiring people. And at that point, I feel like it almost loses authenticity, right? So when it got into the snake world, it was kind of like, I'm just going to breed snakes. When I'm ready to sell them, I'm ready to sell them. Not really thinking about going back to all the basics. But, once Emilio asked me, I thought about all the shit I had to do to put my name out there in the fitness world. And I'm like, man, like, this is all the shit that I preach to all the trainers that I've helped develop and stuff like that. Like, I'm not doing any of it for the animals. And it's because I got two in my head. And now I'm at that point where, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you like what I put out, you like what I put out. And if not, dude, I'm going to keep doing it,
Well, again, it's unfortunate, but there's certain algorithms you will not ever get in if you don't fucking post every day. Like, so for sure. Instagram makes you drink the juice. YouTube makes you
be consistent.
And then again, if you want to build a brand, you have to get over the fact that you hate fucking posting and just post, because that's how you build the brand in 2026. It's just,
I agree.
It's hard to deal with when, like, for instance, you got a weekend, you want to get away, or like you want to, and sometimes you just can't because you forgot to fucking post. You know what I mean? But all that matters.
That's it. Like I said before, a lot of my businesses now are ran off my phone. So I'm on my phone all day long. Right. So like just going down to the basement and being able to enjoy not being on my phone. Like I'll usually put on a podcast or I'll put on music, but my phone just sits there. Then I pull out my Freedom Breeder rack, I put it on there, and I just go and I do all my shit, right? And it used to just be like, okay, like, don't think about taking pictures, like go down there and clear your mind. But now from a business standpoint, now that I'm actually producing and I actually want to get my name out there, I have to go back to the basics, whether I like social media or not, whether it's consumed my life already in other avenues or not. If you want to grow, you have to suck it up and you have to do some shit that you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Your self-awareness.
And sometimes you feel corny about it, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, that's what this game is, you know? Like, you have to present what you're doing. Otherwise, how do people know that you're fucking doing it?
You think Abelka didn't feel corny fucking years ago when he first started a vlog? Like, the guy never wanted to be on camera. You could tell he struggled, but now
he still doesn't want to be on camera. You know,
but he's like, he's a natural now. Nobody,
but he looks natural. You know,
right. He's just him, and so, and again, you learn how to adapt and become more of a. All right, I have to show my face now because it's your work, dude. It's a part of what we do. But listen. Wrap up topic. I'm gonna go with mine first, and we'll go with Emilio's. And we got some hot seat questions for you. But I mean, at the end of the day, what's the biggest lesson you've learned so far where you're at? One big lesson that you could take home from all the years that you've been in this so far, which is even only 3 years, going on 3 years. But I'm sure you learned so much, bro. So what's a big takeaway that you could throw out for people out there?
Not to compare and play keeping up with the Joneses. Worry about yourself. Find your own lane and find a way to differentiate yourself from everybody else.
Pretty simple. Just got to do it. So
everyone,
true.
Like I said, not to be repetitive, but man, I've seen so many people in the last few years just getting out, but it's because they're literally mortgaging their fucking house to try and make something that 20 other people are already making. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point in that. You know, like if you like the project, you like the recessives, you like the incomplete, that's fine, but find a way to make it your own. You know. Otherwise, if you're some new guy coming up, you've been in the game 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, why are people going to go buy that animal from you when they could buy it from a Miguel, from a Bob, from you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah.
You got to set yourself aside.
Makes total sense. All right, Big E, send us home, bro. What do you got?
I love to ask this of everyone. What's that trophy snake you want to produce in 5 years, bro? Have it in your hand and just stare at it and fucking feel like you're the king of the world.
Man.
Interesting.
I would like acid confusion.
Acid/confusion.
I did that for you. Acid/confusion. Spot nose. DG Exanthic hypo clown.
Woo!
Wow.
Okay.
Nasty.
We'll see. He said 5 years, so give me some time.
That's a good answer.
You like that?
Hey, what's crazy, guys? And I hate saying this being 8 years in it now, but man, you blink in 5 years, it's fucking gone.
Yeah. That's how I feel about 3 years. You know, I'm like, man, if I listened to Emilio from the jump, I'd be way further ahead. But at the same time, I'm super happy with the route that I did take because I've learned so many lessons already, you know? So the next 3 years, it's going to be 10 times what I've already done. You know what I mean?
And guess what? All the lessons that you've learned go away when you start keeping chondros because we got new lessons to learn, buddy. It starts over.
Challenges. Hey, that's one of the reasons why I haven't jumped that avenue is because I like feeling challenged. So I know if I get one and I don't figure it out right away, it's going to fuck with me. And it's just going to be a rabbit hole, you know?
Yeah, but not if you get a trap production. That fucker's eating. Trust me, okay?
We'll talk about it.
I only sell killer. That's it. All right, listen, what a great episode. Easily, if I didn't have a fucking hard cutoff, I would go at least another hour with you, bro. That's how much I'm enjoying this. But we'll do it. We got recaps. That's why we have the recaps, all right?
Let's do it.
But guys, get the likes up. Hot seat question time. Mine are pretty straightforward. Emilio, good luck, okay? So I'll go first with my hot seat questions, and then you're going to throw to the gauntlet, Big E gauntlet, okay? So, guys, hot seat questions. Greg, the quicker, the better. You ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. Frozen Thought or live?
Live.
A cut or no cut?
I cut.
On what day?
58.
First thing you would feed a baby ball python?
Hopper mouse.
Red chondro neo or yellow chondro neo?
Red.
Yay imports or boo imports?
Yay.
One reptile you would love to import to your collection. Could be anything around the world. What would it be?
No limitations, like perfect scenario?
Yeah, like your house, you have the yard space, whatever the fuck. You can do whatever you want. Drink your dream.
Komodo dragon, dude.
Yes, dude. That would my first thought. Yay sports or boo sports?
Boo sports.
Holy shit, wasn't ready for that one.
Dude, I like fighting and I like motocross. That's it, man.
Perfect. All right. Oh my God, you just reminded me. Okay, favorite MMA fighter of all time.
Of all time, that's tough. Right now, I'm gonna say Patty the Batty, dude.
Patty, you think he's gonna make a comeback?
I think he's gonna make a comeback, but I just love how young he is. His overall demeanor. He doesn't give a shit. Like, dude, I love people that got balls, man. You know.
And he captures the audience. Like he legit can. Like he's like a Conor McGregor in a sense.
He's a young Conor McGregor. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I agree. That's why I like Patty too. All right. Favorite motocross or supercross rider of all time?
Bubba Stewart.
Oh, that dude! Give me a hug. Can you give me a hug right now? Give me a hug. Oh, Amelia, I wish you could join, but you're not into it. All right. Steak or fish?
Steak.
All right. Number one ideal protein everyone should eat.
Steak.
Can't go wrong with there. Van Halen or Sammy Hagar?
Van Halen.
Yes, dude, this guy's killing it. All right. West Coast rap or East Coast rap?
You're gonna hate me here. East Coast rap.
I don't hate you there, dude. Wu-Tang forever, bro. We're good.
Well, you're a West Coast guy, so
I know, but my heart lives on the East Coast for sure. Okay. Favorite East Coast rapper or rap group of all time?
Of all time?
All time.
Man. Fuck, music's my thing, man. So you're gonna kill me here. I gotta pick one. Right now, man.
It's that one banger, bro. That one person, no matter what, if it's playing, you're like, fuck,
bro.
Yeah.
Because I like his music, but I'm a huge. I like the hip hop community. I really like battle rap. I'm gonna say Sue Surf.
Damn you. Last battle rap I watched was 8 Mile.
Bro, I'm gonna send you a video later. Listen to this guy freestyle.
I'm down. Okay, here we go. Little word association. Say the first thing that come to mind. Milk.
Sydney Sweeney.
What the fuck is that?
Don't ask. Morph Market Shipping.
Yes.
Sunset.
Yes.
What the fuck, dude? Favorite double recessive.
DG Clown.
Least favorite recessive.
Sorry, D. Puzzle Clown.
Okay. One incomplete dominant you have to add into the mix.
Chocolate.
Instagram trolls.
Fuck them.
Last but not least, coolest reptile network in the world.
Trap Talk, baby.
Dude, nailed it.
Here we go.
Nailed it.
This one's easy. I know what you're gonna say, but I have to ask: DG or hypo?
DG.
Okay. Pied or clown?
Ooh.
Clown.
Clown or puzzle?
Clown.
Yeah. Stand on that.
Axanthic or ultra?
Exanthic.
Stand on that.
Cypress or acid/confusion?
Cypress.
Yeah, I stand on that.
Chocolate or black pastel?
Chocolate.
Yep.
Super chocolate, baby.
Yep.
Spot nose, confusion, yellow belly, DG Exantic Clown, or DG Pompeii?
This is where he loses me.
That's tough, dude. Fuck.
That's a really tough one.
One more time. One more time, Emilio.
Spot nose, confusion, yellow belly, DG Exantic Clown, or DG Pompeii?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go with the spot nose DG Exantic Clown just because I feel like there's still a lot more you can do with it. I love the look of the Pompeii, but I feel like you're limited on where you take it from there.
But
I think a lot of people are working Pompeii too.
Those two animals are fucking incredible, and you answered that correctly. You could probably do more with the Exantic.
Yeah.
And I'm an Exantic guy, but that DG Pompeii in person blew my fucking mind.
That DG Pompeii, I saw it in person as well. That's fucking nuts, dude.
Yes. Kraken 1.0 or Super Chocolate Hypo Puzzle?
Kraken. It's just different, man.
Can't go wrong with that. That shit's cracking, literally.
All right, pull or push?
Ooh.
Push.
Yes, bro. Ugh.
Deads or squats?
Deads.
Ooh, you're savage, bro. How old are you?
37, man.
How'd your back handle that, dude? Oh my
Dude,
God.
Listen, I'm not saying that's my preference right now, because right now my low back doesn't like either, right? I've had 2 slip discs. I've been there. But if we're talking you could only have one exercise, you're going to build way more everywhere from a dead than just a squat. So
I agree.
Chondros or emeralds?
Chondros.
Yeah, there you go, bro. He's not getting ahead of himself. I love it.
All right, highest peak. Lil Wayne, DMX, Snoop, Kendrick, J. Cole, or Tupac?
Ooh. I'm diehard J. Cole, but at his peak, the mixtape rapper of all time, Lil Wayne, dude.
Yeah, dude, the mixtape king, bro.
That's it.
And you agree with that?
I agree with Lil Wayne. Yeah, just because that era is literally untouchable. It really is.
If you go, not his radio shit, but his mixtapes, he does everyone else's song better than they do it. So,
and what's crazy, I remember there was tracks being a DJ that I could only get if I got the mixtape. Like I had to get the mixtape to get certain tracks that just weren't out on the radio.
Yep.
And I remember that, bro. And if I had those in the fucking gun on that party, woo, I killed that.
People went crazy.
Every time.
Greg, I gotta tell you, bro, this is one of the episodes I've really enjoyed the most, and it's not because of your family. It's because you're a fucking badass, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I enjoy this well, and I appreciate the opportunity for both of you guys.
I think people are gonna learn from this episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And some won't, but that's just life. It is what it is. So, I gotta tell you, man, everything landed. I feel like everything that you spoke on touched home, dude. Especially that story. And I feel like people need to realize, like, we all for the most part have the same story, dude. It all started with that one snake we fell in love with. But understand the love came first, man. Everything that Greg talked about, he loved it before he got into it. And I think that's important to know.
For sure, man.
So great episode. Hey, guarantee we're gonna see this guy back here again.
Hey, listen, when I'm back, I'll be ready, man. Watch this shit.
I can probably tell you right now, already all-star candidate, 100%. This fool's probably gonna be all-star at the end of the night.
Go.
Listen, yeah, before we let you go, let people know where they could follow you. I'm gonna throw your IG, but just in case people want to hit you up, where's the best place to hit you up?
Yeah, best spot is Instagram or MORPH Market. AAA Reptiles, real quick, simple and easy. AAA Reptiles.
Respect. I'll put the link to your MORPH Market store in the description below, guys. Go give him a follow if you're not already, and give it up. It's a wrap for Greg. AAA Reptiles, ladies and gentlemen.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, bro. Great job, bro.
Hey, have a good night, Greg. We'll talk. Okay,
you too, guys. Take care.
All right, peace.
I told you, man. Guys, fucking awesome, bro.
I love episodes like this.
Yeah.
This is great. You know what I mean? It's cool when you can feel someone's personality through a fucking, screen, where you don't feel like he's not holding back. He's literally himself. And it's so tough for people to be themselves. But guys, dude, just be yourself, man. And again, take a lot of notes from this episode, I feel like, especially if you're in your first, second, third year. Dude, this was all good information, man. What'd you think, Biggie?
No, I'm super happy for my boy. He represents, and I'm glad the reptile community got to meet him.
Yeah.
You got to meet him much better, and you got to know him. Now, bro, you guys have a ton in common. And he didn't say it, but I'm gonna say it. Go follow him on GVL Fitness as well.
Oh yeah, GVL Fitness.
Yeah,
yes.
GVL Fitness.
Yes, I'll put the link. Yep, I'll put that link in the description below.
Hey, Greg is that stand-up guy, bro. So
I'm actually gonna follow that page too. I don't know why I'm not following it, but anyways, all right, guys, do me a favor, Emilio Villarino, Reptiles on IG. Go subscribe. Go tap into the V Unit. He's one of the best in the game right now. And that give it up. It's a wrap for Biggie Top G, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, bro. Good night, guys.
Good work tonight. Thank you, Emilio. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. Man, what a great episode. Many clips will be put out of this episode on the Trap Talk Reptile Network Instagram. So go follow there as well. And if you want to check me out on IG, it's Trap Talk 619. Shout out to everyone in the chat. So you guys are awesome. For exclusive content, come join the Trap Talk Patreon family. Very first link in the description below. Connect to the Discord. And if you really want to tap in, join the IG group chats, man. That shit's popping. All right, Patreon members, you guys are my heart. Viewers, thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate all the love and support. Again, find all the links to my sponsors in the description below. Thank you for supporting them, and have a good night. See you here for Retake Reflections with Rob and Derek Stack. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, and that's the one and only MORPH Market and MORPH Market Shipping. One of the biggest exciting things about the reptile hobby over the past couple years is MORPH Market Shipping taking everything to the next level. Anything as far as reptile purchasing or selling needs can all be done on MORPH Market's website, so I highly suggest you go check it out, especially if you're in the market of purchasing your first, second, or third, or fourth reptile. You can find a bunch of legitimate breeders on MORPH Market's platforms. They stand very tall on representing the best breeders players we have in the hobby, so don't look anywhere else when it comes to looking for your new reptile. Not to mention, if you're looking for aquatics or your next plant, Morph Market's a spot for you as well. Make sure you head over to morphmarket.com, and the best thing about Morph Market's platform, you could ship directly from their website with Morph Market shipping. Morph Market shipping has saved this hobby millions of dollars as a whole. I myself saved thousands with Morph Market shipping last year due to their insanely cheap rates, so definitely go take advantage of these rates on top of the amazing customer service that comes along with Morph Market shipping. Shout out to Darian and Zach, and shout out to the entire Morph Market team. So proud to be a part of this team. Thank you so much for Morph Market shipping and Morph Market. So excited to announce this partnership, and so excited to announce new Morph Market features that are going to be hitting the reptile hobby real soon, like live sales on Morph Market. Thank you so much, Morph Market and Morph Market shipping. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. If you're in front of the line, cutting edge, high-end ball python projects, you don't want to miss this. Shout out to Teresa and shout out to Devin over at PRAGUE MORPHS, the heaviest hitters out of Europe, currently in the ball python game. If you're into the double, triple recessives such as puzzle, hypo, and other amazing recessive, incomplete, dominant projects, and make sure you head over to PRAGUE MORPHS right now on Instagram. Check them out on YouTube. You can find all the links in the description below, and many more updates with RGI and PRAGUE MORPHS to come. So again, thank you so much, Devin and Teresa over at PRAGUE MORPHS. Cannot wait for many more collaborations. Sorry for the interruption, folks, but a quick word from our sponsors. Shout out to tonight's sponsor, brought to you by ZooMed.
ZooMed is proud to be supporting the Trap Talk Reptile Network. At ZooMed, reptiles are our passion. For over 48 years, we've been creating premium foods, supplies, and habitats for reptiles and other exotic animals. We're a company made up of hobbyists that test our products on the hundreds of animals that we care for here every single day. Whether you're an established breeder or a first-time hobbyist picking up your first ball python, ZooMed has you covered with everything you need to keep your animals happy and healthy.
I'm excited to talk about this new product with ZooMed called the Slither Sense. It is a remote temperature and humidifying monitoring system, which we all know how important temperature and humidity is to your reptile, and for you to have remote access to your temperature and your humidity in your reptile room could really be a game changer for the longevity of you keeping reptiles. So guys, make sure you check out that product. Find the link in the description below. Click on it right now. Give me your feedback in the comments below. Let me know how you're liking a brand new ZooMed product. Thank you for all the fellow support. Thank you so much for anyone who watches the Trap Talk Reptile Network. Hit that like button. If you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, you'll be notified of every new episode dropping here out of the network 7 days a week. And also by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, it pushes this network out to other new keepers coming into the hobby. So by you doing that, it does more than you think. So thank you so much again for all the support. And if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. We're doing big things over here and we really appreciate it.